Okay, cool. Let's do the whole thing.
How will we know what's going on then?
Oh, I'll know.
You're right.
Okay.
You're streaming.
All right, cool. Well, we're here. We are going to play the happiest apocalypse on Earth today, joined by this entire army of players, eager players to get going on this. This game is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. Who has played Powered by the Apocalypse?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. No, you can stay. You can stay. Turns out it's very easy. So we'll just learn as we go. The conceit here is that we are going to be playing in a children's theme park that has some unspeakable horrors about it. Now, the theme park is going to be of our own design, and we're going to decide through the gameplay whether you are guests of the park or if you are employees of the park. And then we're just going to see what horrors you conjure. By the way, you're going to help me create the park, so whatever happens to you is your fault. I take no accountability whatsoever. I just tell you what happens as a result of your decisions. So we're clear on that. Cool, so let's get started. You have your sheets here, and we won't bore you with the details of them, but I just walk you through it real quick. If you look at your sheet, you're going to have here a set of stats, and yes, we're doing character generation, but since it's PBTA, it goes real quick. One thing you can think about this park, we don't know about the park yet, but let's find out first a little bit about you. And the first decision you're going to need to make is, are you a guest or are you an employee? This is an important decision because it's going to determine what kind of moves you get to do, but also determine sort of what your angle is. Now, you can mix it up. You don't all have to be guests. You don't all have to be employees. But if you are an employee, you'll need to look and see what department you want to be in, which is down here. You could be in guest services. You could be in service industry, like serving ice cream. You could be entertainment. You could be one of the costume people, princesses. There's all kinds of departments to be a part of. Or guest is technically a department. So think about that. And when you think about that, you can kind of look at your stats. You have here brave, stout, sweet, wicked, and wise. They're all sort of self-explanatory. And these stats are going to add or deduct from the 2d6 roll. And what we're looking to do is get, you kind of want to get a low number if you want a fun game, but that means something bad or terrible is probably going to happen to you. So in this game, a 1 to 6 is a miss, and that's when I get to have a lot of narrative control and do some cool things. 7 to 9 is sort of, there's going to be a caveat, and then anything 10 plus is a success. So when you're thinking about that, do you want to have a character that's really strong? You put more in stout. You want to have a character that's wise, perceptive, etc. So you'll see these stat arrays. You have +2, +1, +0, +0, +1. So you choose where those numbers go. And then you can decide. Oh, -1, sorry. I should probably wear my glasses. So take a moment to decide that. While you're thinking it through, you can see your basic moves here, which are sort of the things that you can do in the game. Powered by the Apocalypse doesn't work like other games in that you don't usually say, I want to do this move. You might, because that'll help me decide what it is you're trying to accomplish. What you actually do is say what your character does. And as the narrator, I'll go, oh, okay, that's this move, you roll that. So what you're doing is your behavior and your decisions trigger a move. So don't worry so much about the mechanics. There's a lot of things on this sheet that's just for your reference, and I'll walk you through it when we need it. So, so just think about your character and what you want to do. While you're thinking about that, I want to talk to you about one particular move. Wish Upon a Star is a move that you can do to call upon the powers of the mouse park and maybe the great mouse himself in order to negate harm or shock. And if you see, you can't really take that much in terms of harm and shock, so you might need to use this. You aren't heroes, you're just people trying to go to work or trying to enjoy the park, so, you know, you're not going to be taking a Tommy gun and going after the great old one here. This is a really serious situation, so you might have to call upon the great mouse. So if you do that, you'll incur a twinkle. You could do that 3 times. No problem. But on the 3rd time, something really horrible is going to happen to you. And after that's done, you can start over again and you're fine. So think about that also. You will get to use Twinkle. Another thing that happens is if you do poorly, that means then you get experience, you can pick new moves. We're doing a one-shot, so that might not happen, but sometimes it does. So I'd like to take a moment, kind of go around the table, and let's just talk about what you're thinking, what kind of character you're thinking, maybe even have a name or a concept, what department you're going to be in, and then we'll figure out how you're connected. I hope people can see you. Am I like?
Well, now you are, definitely. My name is Wally. I'm an annual pass holder.
I know them. I know who you mean.
Yep. I'm definitely into the accoutrement and trading said accoutrement. And the higher and faster the ride, the better. Have a vest and
So
everything.
Wally is a guest, a pass holder.
And a lanyard.
Well,
Vest
how
and
do you
lanyard?
differentiate between the keepers and the traders?
That's true.
I don't-
And you have the pens.
All the way around them.
All the way.
Traders, like they go to a different park? Like you're wearing like a different parks badge on you?
This is above you. It's all right. We're not judging. It's cool. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I could go guest too, but I'm also kind of inclined to be maintenance staff.
Okay.
I like to do ride repair.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer, audio animatronics, that sort of thing. So
Do you have a name in mind?
Olive.
At the risk of sounding like a stereotype of myself, I
This is role playing.
Ooh. I still want to be a park princess.
Okay. Okay, that's great. I
Yes.
love it. All right. So that's the entertainment department.
Entertainment, definitely.
And if you could, I'm going to make a little test for you. You can put your character name and department.
And I think I'm gonna go with, and I guess the name will be Cat for now. Did not think of a name.
Cat.
Cat.
We have a princess. We have an Imagineer, Mousineer.
A mousineer.
And we have a guest. What are you
Okay.
thinking?
So I'm an employee in entertainment, primarily the parade circuit. I do acrobatics, contortionist, and juggling. And my name is Zelda.
Great. And they probably have use for acrobats more than the parade. What do you
Maybe
think?
Tinkerbell, do you fly on the wire?
There you go. Well, security.
We always need a security.
Yeah, hard ass, as wicked can be. You know, you gotta rough up the punks behind the scenes. So, you know.
There's the red room,
Put
which
them in
you
house
are
jail.
brought to if you've been naughty.
The red rum?
The red room.
Red rum, red rum.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And what's the security person's name?
Ooh, good question.
Also, put the pronouns on there so we know, like, if you're playing, we know to say she or her.
I'm gonna put it on both sides because I can't see the front of yours.
Nice.
Yeah, put it on both sides.
Fine.
We can come back to you if you need to.
Names are hard.
Yeah,
Names are
the
hard,
worst
yeah.
part. Hardest
That's
part.
why I
I'm gonna
use
go
an
with Biff.
astronaut name.
What?
Biff.
Biv?
Biff.
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 Oh, Biff.
Biff.
Yeah,
That makes more
that's
sense than what I heard. I was like, Biv? Biv.
Biv.
What's that short for?
Have you watched Larps, the series?
No.
Oh, it's such
What
a
do you think?
I've decided to make things really hard on myself because I am going to be one of those wranglers for
Nice.
the princesses.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
That's not like real life at all. That would be weird.
Oh no, I would never try and wrangle you. That'd be a bad idea. Because I'd be like, get distracted. He goes, this was
Yeah.
your job. You had one job.
No, yeah.
I guess that's guest relation.
I think that's entertainment. They're
Okay.
still in the entertainment department. While there's probably a crossover, you work with guest relations a lot. But
Right.
Your focus is on
Because I have to like also keep people often.
yeah, your focus is on the talent though.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes the talent might consider you an assistant, a
Right.
PA, even though it's probably not in your job description. But I'll
Yeah.
leave that. For
You don't know
to
about the
decide.
secret the secret mouse park hierarchy of entertainment?
Yes, right. Yeah, you know, you work on up, and eventually you too could be a princess. So, okay.
Working up that ladder.
Pay your dues.
There are a couple of special moves you get to choose from, and you know, you can take your time and decide what you would like. These are, in addition to the basic moves, these are little special things that you can do. You can choose one. If you're a guest, you can choose one guest move. If you're an employee, you can choose one of the Mountaineer moves, and then everybody gets to choose one special move. So take a look at these real quickly. I'm going to kind of continue talking so that we don't have a whole lot of time on the stream just writing and thinking. So while you're doing that, I'd like to think about the park itself. We can just do the sort of default setting that everybody knows and loves. And if that's the case, we can basically jump right into it. Or we can discuss a little bit more about the park and whether we want it to be Mouse Park or some other kind of park. What do you think?
Could we flavor it? So, as we all know, the park in question has like kind of, it does sometimes change the theme around for the holidays.
Yes.
Would that be something anyone would be interested in doing?
No, only if it's Halloween.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. But like also.
No, I like that because I want to introduce like kind of a dark element to the park, and that would take care of that.
So Halloween.
So Columbus.
Halloween
time.
park?
Halloween Park.
It's all about Columbus Day on that.
It's.
Arbor Day.
Now I'm sad.
All right. Well, do we have a special name for it? Is it like Screen Nights, or is it like is it a theme for a regular park, or is it like this is just in the Halloween season when Universal Studios is chasing people with chainsaws?
I came up with the idea. Someone else came up with the name.
It's Mouse Park. It would be like Mysterious Mouse or something. Scream.
Mystery Nights
How
at
about
Mouse
Plague
Park.
Days?
Mystery Nights at Mouse Park.
Murder
Plague
Mouse.
Days.
Days.
No.
It's a mouse.
Mice, rats, plague.
Wow, somebody really
Plague
screwed
days
up in
are
marketing.
Where
Marvin's
did
like
they?
cherry inspired.
Bring your boo-boos.
If they know their audience, maybe it works great. So I heard Murder Mouse, I heard Mystery Nights, I heard Mystery Park.
I kind of like the idea of not being so much on the nose, at least at the beginning. So I kind of like mystery sort of thing.
Okay.
Like allow it to get bad rather than start with like people with chainsaws. Oh, they're real.
Yeah. Sorry, the last time we did a park game for Happy Jacks, I was on it. It was 10 candles. So like I'm already traumatized.
Death.
I'm already
So we're just gonna
pre-trauma.
dig it in even
yeah,
more.
pre-trauma.
All right. Well, this is all you're doing.
But
I know.
I do like the mystery being like of that sort of it. This is a place for kids, and they're doing things that are way too like scary as opposed to like shocking.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was gonna say like they could just call it spooky, like spooky nights at Mouse Park, and it would just go from there. But you want to keep mystery?
I don't know. Like there could be all these like clues and stuff that get people into really horrible situations.
I like that.
The Mysterious Kingdom.
Mysterious Magic Kingdom. Wait, can we say that?
That's why I didn't.
The Mysterious Kingdom. Going once.
Mysterious Kingdom. I like.
Going twice.
You guys have it.
Okay. So.
Oh.
Okay. So on the back of your sheet, you see this sort of worksheet that we can figure out our park. There are, since we're only playing a one-shot, we're just going to come up with one themed area, and this is going to be the focus of the game. There might be many themed areas, Tomorrowland, as an example. So one of the first things we're going to do is decide the themed area, and there's actually in the book a worksheet for that, but it's not on here. But to do this, you basically think of a subject of content, and then you think of like a place. So, Night Plaza, or Cat Temple, or whatever. So it just throw out some ideas, and we want to. You were kind of hooked on the mystery thing. Are we going to do like a Victorian London?
I don't know.
Mist
Maybe.
Town.
Yeah. One of the things, one of my favorite theme parks, and I've talked to you about this, is Sanrio Pearland, which is the Hello Kitty theme park. And how it's set up is there's a central area that is called the Wisdom Tree. That it opens up, and it's an entertainment extravaganza of a size I cannot possibly describe. But the Wisdom Tree will like open up and suddenly dancers come out, or like suddenly a parade comes out of it. But it's like the central thing, and it's like a hub to all these other places. And so maybe like there's this central area, but instead of like the wisdom tree where there's like this happy like tree house in it, it's something that is really terrible. And then on the outside of it, there's a water ride that can also go terrible.
Well, we're going to deal with attractions separately. So this
Okay.
would be an area of the park that has many attractions.
So we want like a central hub. Do you want?
Yeah, like a central hub kind of
space?
I
thing.
like that.
Do you want to make it a tree? We could,
We don't have to.
it could be a castle. It could be a Victorian mansion. Like
Could be a Victorian courtyard with, like in the monster movies with the well and the...
And hedge maze and topiary.
Ooh.
I like that.
It could be like a garden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a happy garden.
Yeah, it's the when
It's got
when
like
it's
spider
not,
webs over it that are fake.
when it's not when it's not mystery
just got
night,
scared.
Yeah.
it is the happy garden.
Yeah.
When it's
Rainbow
not, it's the
garden.
mystery garden.
And the maze is more mazy.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a garden. So like, is it a courtyard? Or is it like a manicured garden like you would see outside of a manor or something like that? Or like at a botanical garden
I was thinking more like a park.
park?
I'm envisioning kind of both, like the very large manicured gardens that you would have garden parties in outside the back of a very large mansion kind of setup.
Kind of like Huntington Library, if you guys have been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I like it.
Okay, what's the name of that area? The something courtyard? The something garden? You've been quiet.
I came up with the name of the park.
Names are hard. It is 9 a.m.
It's extremely important. The entire game is contingent on this one name.
The Potpourri Palace.
That's it.
Well, if we're on mystery themes, maybe it becomes the mystery garden.
Yeah, it should just be
Mystery
mystery
garden.
garden when it's there.
Okay, great. Now, on the attractions, hopefully it's a little easier. Because there's these little check marks. Because there's so many of you, an entire brigade, if you will, we really just need to pick one kind of, or I usually do one a piece, but that means like all of them would be checked. So what we're going to do is, how many do we have?
6.
6. So, okay, let's do let's group up by two, and then each couple choose one tag. Now, this is the attraction tag.
Attraction.
And we need to be open about what we're picking so we don't pick the same thing. So these tags are going to help define what the attraction is. Is it a roller coaster? Is it like one of those trolleys that brings you into a thing? Is it a maze? What are some of the features on it?
I was gonna say, I feel like we can all agree there's gonna be a maze.
I feel like I like the suggestion of a water ride, like a
Yeah.
little kind of canal-y thing around the edge or something.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of need parade for my character,
What-
unless I
Yeah.
want to just have
Would the-
parade.
I like
Maze.
I like parade, and parade in the central hub is awesome.
Yeah.
So a
You
parade,
can have like drop down from the ceiling or.
I heard
like
parade,
that.
maze.
At this park, we
Does the parade go through the maze?
Yeah. And you can see it from like the water ride, and there's like you can.
Maybe the water ride maybe is something like sort of a gravity, so you can actually see from
Yeah.
the outside around the little
Mhm.
center.
People like appear out of the maze, and it's all spooky.
That's not horrifying at all. I love this.
Was
That
water
is
the
great.
third one?
Do we want to do water?
I
thought we-
there was water ride. I don't
Oh,
know.
I just,
water
I just
ride.
thought I'd heard water.
Yeah. So doing parade definitely.
Maze, parade, and
Maze.
So, what was the tag you chose?
We've sort of been collaborating.
Yeah.
on that
We kinda did
as a
You
group.
crossed the
Maze.
line.
Right.
Yeah,
You
I'd
did
say
parade.
maybe-
Immediately ignored your
Sorry.
I set
instructions.
boundaries.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
So are we
Yeah.
okay
And so,
with water?
I
What
guess-
about
I think-
animatronics or something?
I do like animatronics.
Very
I like to
good.
repair
If you don't
things.
choose animatronics, this would be the first Happiest Apocalypse on Earth game I've ever run with no
Hey,
animatronics.
I mean, there really should be things that pop out at you in the maze animatronic
I have
wise.
like a tool belt with a lot of specialized tools specifically for fixing animatronics.
is there consensus on that?
Yeah.
So we have a parade, a maze, and animatronics.
It's the first. It's actually the first time we've had moving animatronics that can go from place to place.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's the Uncanny Valley. Everybody hates it.
I know. I have
Yeah.
played that game,
And I'm working on
and I hate it. It's okay. We can survive all 5 nights.
Cool. We have 3 features, but if you want another one that stands out to you, that's cool. Or we can
I
do
mean,
good with that.
pyrotechnics, but no.
We can have some
We
fun.
have a bunch of
We
other
have a
themed
ton, yeah.
themed areas.
Okay.
I think we're good.
All right, cool. So
Oh,
next,
it's
we need to figure out why this attraction is weird. So there's some weird tags here.
And we're there, right?
Yeah. Well, depends on what is the nature of the
Desolate.
weird?
Desolate.
Desolate.
Yeah, desolate.
I
Okay.
don't know. It's the central hub, though. How desolate's is it gonna
Yeah.
be?
Or is it
Uh,
gonna get weird?
Scary, horrifying, or traumatic.
I was looking at demonic. Like that's too real.
Demonic would be entertaining. I'd be open to that.
Does it start that way, or do we all feel like get there? We're like, this is weird.
Well, it kind of gets played out. You know,
Okay.
Everything in this game is we play to find out what happens.
Okay, so we don't go in being like, it's spooky.
Well, you might. I don't know. Depends on how your character reacts to the situation. But there is
Okay.
something weird about it. So it could be that it's, insatiable, destructive, or ravenous. And these are essentially what
real.
you're doing is you're choosing your fate for the game, because this is what I use to decide what happens.
I mean, a consuming maze. So you go in,
Yeah.
but you don't come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drawn to it.
It's very Roach
Yeah.
Motel-like.
Yeah. Let's throw some Eldritch in
That's
this horror.
exactly what guests are.
Consuming is a lot on the
Consuming.
nose for what we're doing.
The
Sure.
parade heads in, and then when it comes out, there's like a third as many people.
Yeah. Or more, and no one knows where they're coming from.
Sometimes both. It's weird. These are people you haven't seen in years.
This is the most important decision we have to make. The dining and shopping.
Someone bring
Yeah,
me
certainly
coffee.
the most expensive part.
Where's churros?
Yeah, it's
What
churros.
is it? Churros.
That's snacks.
Churros is snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah.
If anyone's
at my house,
watching,
there's a
bring
churro
us
truck
churros.
that makes fresh churros and funnel cakes.
Wait, what?
That's evil.
By my house, like a couple blocks from where I live, there's a truck that is the churro truck. So you're like, I would like a churro, please, and they make the churro.
So you
And
think
it is
about The
amazing.
Simpsons when it said, one churro, please. That'll be $49.95.
Yep.
Or
Okay.
these are like a buck.
Yeah. So if we want some dining or shopping, we can add that.
Well, we're getting churros.
So we want churros.
Snacks.
How is that even a question? Yes, we want churros.
Especially the fancy ones, all the weird.
Is that snacks or is that
Yeah.
dessert?
I want those.
Okay. And like, is
I
there
think
like
it's a
ice
snack.
cream that goes with it?
Yeah.
Churros are
Yeah,
all meals.
definitely a beverage cart next to it.
Yeah.
The beverages are like $6.99.
Yeah, but this was like Pepsi got this contract,
Yeah.
right? So it's like everybody's sort of like, really?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
$6.99 for a Pepsi.
Yeah. But you don't know the deal that they made. I mean.
Well, I mean, we didn't pick the other ones. Demonic Park.
If
Okay.
it's demonic, then they make their own like artisanal ones, like kind of like virgin cocktails,
Oh, God.
and you don't know what they put in there.
That
They
tastes
still, I mean,
good.
still good.
Awesome. Okay, so the next part is about figuring out why you know each other. This is sort of a loose connection thing. I could ask some leading questions, or you could just say, well, based on your character, this would make sense. But there needs to be a connection with everybody. It could be that somebody loans somebody money, and there's that kind of connection. But once we figure out the connection, we're gonna have to figure out what the two party, how they feel about each other. What we're gonna do with this is come up with a score. It's called a PAL score. So your PAL score can be very low with somebody, and that means like if you're helping them, you're not gonna get a good roll. But if you're hurting them, you will. So it kind of works like that. Whenever you see a plus PAL on a move, that's what you're rolling. So if you already have ideas, throw them out. Otherwise, I'm gonna start asking some questions.
Can we not like each other? Yes. Awesome.
Can we not like each other?
I do that a lot.
Why?
I mean, I feel like I'm a bitch.
Yeah. So.
But like also in game.
And you're both in entertainment, so is there a contention in general between parade performers who actually have skill and talent versus
Like hacks.
a different
Yeah,
type of
totally.
talent?
Versus Instagram hot. Ow. Is that okay?
Is there a
Like,
contention in
after this,
general about that?
Do we want to make that
Between
a cultural thing?
performers and the
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's beyond that though? That between you two, beyond that normal contention.
I think. I don't know. I was gonna say I think maybe I got promoted from parades and made it a big deal. Like the whole time was like, oh, I'm only here because I'm gonna be a Disney, I'm gonna be a park princess, and it was like, no, we have real skills.
Do the princesses still participate in parades?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elbow, wrist.
Touch your heart, blow a kiss. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, but during parade time, I'm actually like out there doing acrobatics and everything, and
Yeah.
I want people to actually observe like what I'm doing because I've actually got some mad skills, and she's like, "Where's this wife?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to look at me.
Yeah, but like they're here to see me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
So you just don't like her because of who she is.
Well, I'm also not nice.
Okay.
Like, or at least
All
not to
right.
her.
So it sounds like you might have like a -2 pal for each other. I mean, you just hate each other.
Hate's a strong word, but yeah.
Okay, you could be -1.
No, I'm gonna do it too, but
Okay.
like.
I'm so used to getting paid.
All right, so good, we have that.
Yeah.
Anything else going on in entertainment that we should?
Actually, I think Olive might be a buddy of mine because I don't hang out with entertainment. Oh God, just get me out of there and like go
Yeah.
backstage and have a cigarette and like,
Yeah.
what's going on? It's like, oh, I'm fixing all stuff. Like, oh man, they don't talk back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sort of.
I mean, if you're tight, like come and help me move my furniture tight, that's a +2.
Cool. Let's do
Yeah.
it. I'm down.
Also, you don't have to reciprocate. Like somebody might really like somebody at +2, but they might be like -2 because you're a creep.
Oh, I think I love him. Not like move furniture, but I think there's at least a +1 just because like.
And there's definitely a +1 with you.
Okay, cool. Now this is a little trickier with guests. You could just say like, I'm just a guest.
I think everybody has had a run-in with me at some point because
Yeah.
I've been
Because you're a
coming
pass
for
holder.
years.
Pass holder.
Even if you've never actually met me, you've undoubtedly seen me or heard of me. I think the one person that I'm probably actually friends with is the security guard because that makes sense as a pass holder to be friends with the security guard.
Did you like snitch on staff?
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
-2.
I also collect autographs,
Oh dear God.
so we're familiar with each other.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, how many autographs have you collected?
Well, and they keep being useful, is all.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of times at these kind of parks, like one actor plays multiple like
Right.
characters.
I
Right.
see where you're going. So the collector in you is like, I need
Exactly.
an autograph from every character from Cat.
They're
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
tradable. So
I see the bubbles working already.
No.
Wow. Okay. So now, how does Cat feel about?
I want to say annoying but harmless, although like I wouldn't want to like be in a car with you.
also I'm not harmless because I know the security guard.
Yeah.
You're mostly harmless.
Most.
There you go.
harmless.
So is that a -1?
I don't know. Is that a -1? Like what's if hate is -2, -1 seems like a lot.
Yeah, it's a scale of 1 to 2.
So you can do 0.
It could
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna
0.
be
You could do 0,
0,
but,
but,
more
like-
interesting to.
Let's
to
go
have
with
a number.
-1, but like
Because he's kind of creepy.
because he's kind of
Yeah.
creepy. You're a grown
Oh,
man.
man.
A grown man who keeps coming
I
week
am
after week.
Like,
I'm
no
definitely -2 because I had to keep him off of her a whole bunch of times. I don't think Gus is a very large human being.
I
Awesome.
feel like you try to find plot holes in the park.
Well,
Yeah, it's like, wait, the 1963 film had the tree in that position.
Yeah.
he had 3 fingers on his right hand. That one only has 2. I don't mean to be a midge, but
But I
Okay,
do.
that I do.
So, Biff, you've got a relationship here.
Yep.
Anything else?
I'm excited to get all the intel. I like to play that up a bit, but I also like getting the dirt on everybody because this is my part, David. So everyone falls in line. I am the mouse law, as it were.
Do you have a badge in the shape of a mouse?
You were at a -1.
Can my new mobile audio animatronic that's in the parade have a security camera in it?
Absolutely.
Of course it does.
It helps us keep track of what's going on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome. So, like, I work with you on that and make sure that you've got the signal you need from the
Fantastic.
Oh my God.
And you know exactly where those cameras are pointed. That's why we're buddies.
Okay.
I think that Gus likes Zelda a lot because she's a pro, unlike what I have to go through.
That's fine. This is fine. This is my job.
I don't really know each other that well.
No, but you have my deepest sympathies for what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So
Rude.
I don't get to talk to you that much because she gets
we
upset.
can totally like eye roll at each other.
Yeah.
All right, so I know Olive and Gus
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah,
help each
we're-
other out.
we're
Do
good.
you, is there anybody else that you connect with?
So I'm enjoying working with Biff because it's cool new tech that we've like included in this particular thing that I'm working on, and like yeah, I've appreciated his insights into how to make it super like useful.
All right, cool. So, is that like are you a +1?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a +1 kind of thing.
And you worked with
Reciprocate
Olive.
for the
Okay.
+1.
All right, cool. That's a lot of entanglements. I think we're good. Are you good?
I'm good.
Anything else? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I put some X cards on the table. If you haven't experienced this before, this is just a way to help control the narrative. If there's something that bothers you or you want omitted from the game, just hit the X card. It could be something like, I don't do spiders, Chris. Get rid of the
We
damn
can say that right
animatronic
now.
spider.
Yes.
Okay, so we're at X.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's like you know her.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right. So it could be that. It could be like body horror is getting a little too graphic, Chris. Can you please? Because I do get a little carried away. So, that's fine. No harm. I was like, oh yeah, okay, so that happened. Just move on.
Enough of the spine centipede. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's just go. It could be tone. Like, is this getting a little too silly? Or maybe not. Can you hit a little harder? Because, So use that to control your experience.
I
you
apologize in
IDX?
advance for the silly.
Ditto.
Always.
This game often swings that way, so it's cool. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to change the tone, if you want to omit content, that's what it's for. All right, so we're going to begin our day in Mouse Park. I'm sorry, it is not Mouse Park right now. We are calling it the Mystery Kingdom. Wait, what did we call it?
Did we pick a name?
Yeah, I think it was Mystery Kingdom.
Mystery Kingdom.
Yeah. All right.
Now I feel like it
I
should
feel like
be
it's
Mouse
like
Street King.
Mouse.
Mouse Street,
Yeah, the Mouse Mystery Kingdom.
Mastery Kingdom.
Mystery
I vote for the change.
Mouse Street Kingdom. Puns are the
Plus
I
one
guess
for the
so.
pun.
puns are the highest form of humor.
Indeed.
So it is a nice autumn morning. We're expecting a lot of crowds today because this is the opening day of the Mystery Nights. There is, all of the decorations have been put out. You've been working tirelessly to get the pumpkin to rotate right, and there are skeletons everywhere, and they put in all of these statues, and all of the famous Mouse Park characters are all done up in costume, and and they have the leaves have been meticulously painted fall colors.
Every leaf.
Yeah.
And you still don't have a respirator.
You
it all
guys
happens
missed a
in
leaf
one-
on the third tree in the back. I don't know if you want to send someone for that or.
I had written you down as a 0. But
And it all happens in one night, which is super cool.
Right. So everybody is well rested.
yes, no. That's good because it's morning right now. So.
There was a memo from the white suits, as everybody who works in Mouse Park calls them. The white suits are the ones that literally wear white suits. They have the white suit vest, the white suit jacket, white suit, doesn't matter if you're male or female, that's what you wear. Everything's white. And then they have the one mouse ear pen.
Jesus.
They're the bosses. Don't fuck up in front of the white suits.
Okay.
White Suit sent out a memo last night saying, okay, we're expecting record crowds to Mouse Park today. Put on your smile! And XOXOSO. and that's code for seriously, people.
Yeah.
Jobs are on the line. So that memo went out. And in the morning, yeah, they're right. The crowds are shoulder to shoulder. Thousands of people waiting to get in. And it's so bad. Guest services had put out carts for beverages just to handle the line to get into the park. And so you're all starting your shift. When did you arrive?
I was there in time to be the probably third person in line.
Okay.
Because there are two other people with whom I highly competitive. And you know what? They beat me, and that's fine.
This
That's
time.
fine. That's fine, because there's always next time.
Say it's fine one more time and I'll believe you.
It's fine. No, it's
Yeah.
fine. It is.
That's
It is
fine.
fine. It's fine.
That's Ross and Josh.
Ross and Josh.
Ross and Josh, kind of give you the look.
Do they also have YouTube channels where they just dissect like?
They're streaming right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, we have a latecomer. Hi, Wally.
Thumbs down.
Subscribe, share, post. So yeah, the parade. What's going on with the arrangements for the parade? What's the schedule? Did you see that in the morning?
Okay, so I mean, we're not like first thing in the morning. We want people to get in and have a little bit of experience. So I'm still limbering up.
Mm-hmm. And so maybe mid-morning is going to be the
Yeah.
first parade.
Mhm.
What's the thing about the parade that you're most concerned about?
So I'm trying out some new stunts today, and I'm trying to work in more of my juggling routine, which I've been really practicing, and I want to highlight more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that great at juggling yet.
Okay. So yeah, you've
So
been.
I'm
you're-
concerned
you're-
about fucking up in front of the white suits with my new routine.
Right. Okay. So you're probably practicing a bit.
Mhm.
So you have this new animatronic. Describe this animatronic that you've been working on for how long?
For a month. I mean, I've had a couple of different roles on the parade prep. So the rotating pumpkin that's on
Yeah.
the big float, it's gonna burst into flames at some point.
Nice.
Looking
Hold on, let
forward
me
to
write
that.
that
I've been
down.
working on that effect for like
Fire
yeah.
pumpkin.
On
Okay.
purpose.
Fire pumpkin.
No, it's on purpose.
I like
It's part of
that.
the effect is that it like bursts into this like colored flame.
Oh.
At one
so
point
you have
in
like
the
different
parade,
chemicals,
it's
that, like hazardous
Yeah.
chemicals that have different colors.
Yeah,
Right,
they make
okay.
different colors, and so the flame is like this blue flame that engulfs the giant rotating pumpkin.
Trying to
at,
pass
like,
so
at
there's
the
certain
climactic
elements
music moments
that-
every
okay.
X feet down the parade route.
So like benzene.
And they're super caustic. Like
Yeah.
most of the ones that cause
It's
things
high
to
up.
be
This
like
float
really
is-
pretty are
This
just
float is really, it's a very tall structure,
Yeah.
and so it's not going to be anywhere near any of the performers or audience. I promise. It's
Okay.
good.
You know.
All right. So
It
the
shouldn't be.
benzene pumpkin.
Yeah, I'm working on the pumpkin.
Okay.
And
so
then
that's
I
cool.
have a spot kind of on the back of that float where I'm watching my mobile animatronic character. He's one of the larger characters from the movies, and mostly it's automated, but I do have like an emergency takeover control that I can watch with it, and then it's got the security camera. So I'm on an earpiece with Biff, so that he can like say, "Hey, I'm wondering if you can get a view of something. I can take over the this robot and have it go look at whatever concerns
That's
it."
my olive. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So what is the robot? An
It-
animatronic? What is it?
What's it look like?
I need to. I'm looking for ideas.
Is
Which
it a
character
scarecrow?
is it?
Ooh, I have
it
an
could be
idea.
a scarecrow.
I have
There we
an
go.
idea.
What's your idea?
So I think the parade, if you will
I'm
allow,
tech. Somebody
it
else
is
put
the
things
kickoff. It is
I
the
just don't
kickoff.
understand.
It is the kickoff Halloween parade.
Yeah.
It's been going since August, 15th. But it is so there is like a whole Halloween-y kind of, all of the regular characters are dressed up in their Halloween costumes, all of those things. So there are like skeletons and pumpkin people walking around, because I think, if you allow,
He has an idea. Let her finish.
I was gonna say, I think that some of the princesses are now the pumpkin court style.
Okay. Okay.
So
You're in the
there's now
pumpkin
like
court.
a pumpkin queen and pumpkin princesses.
Awesome. Are you the pumpkin queen?
I think I'm the pumpkin queen.
pumpkin queen.
Yes, I, Jack.
What do you think?
So this is an animatronic that moves around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so what if it is one of the court? But it can't be that big to have all of them, so it just has their heads. Animatronic court heads.
Jesus.
So
So it's all these heads like around. Like, have you guys seen Return to Oz?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
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 It's like that, only an animatronic.
We're
and terrible.
firing that guy.
So is that the giant
So
flaming
just
car? Are we
like
talking about the
No,
same thing?
No,
No.
there's the float with a giant flaming pumpkin
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
And there is a moving animatronic that's got multiple princess heads that each can rotate and look different directions.
And so there's cameras
Yeah.
on each of the heads,
Yes.
probably.
Oh,
And
yes.
it floats
Yeah. Oh,
eerily.
yes.
It,
Okay.
the effect is that it's floating eerily across the ground.
And there's
the
a mist
audience,
machine.
and there's
Yeah.
a mist machine
Ooh,
that
is
like
it in, like, a
puts
crystal
out mist
ball?
so that the audience, it like from the viewer's point of view, it really looks like it's floating. down
Is
the
it like a
street.
little crystal ball maybe? So it like floats in the.
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
it.
And then it like has the hologram inside. Like,
Yeah.
is
And
the-
what's the tech code word for this? Hydra?
That sounds
I
I'm
like
down
it.
with Hydra.
All right. Okay. So this is great. I don't have to do anything. Just keep going. All right. So the parade is ready for what? 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. And they're going to open the gates right at 8, like they always do.
So I'm gonna be probably going directly. So Ross, Josh, and I, being nemesis,
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
we know the best spots and we know how it works. So we all hate each other, but we also end up standing next to each other a whole lot because we know that's how that works. So we all beeline right to the best spot to watch the parade, which I'm assuming is somewhere towards the front of it.
Yeah, and this is, the maze has been set up with hay bales, and, there's scarecrows throughout, and there's lots of dried corn, and so it's all been done up. And I actually forgot, did we keep the water feature?
No, I don't think we did water.
We can keep it.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
I'm
down.
down for it.
I'm down
So
for
that would
it.
make
I think a water feature would be lovely.
Okay,
Mm.
so that's our fourth attraction.
I feel like there's a bridge that goes over the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Parade
that.
is
I
gonna
like that.
cross.
And then there's also an attraction where you're in a boat that
Yeah,
goes
it
in.
goes underneath.
But
it.
they've turned it into like the river Styx,
Ooh,
where
I
they-
love
it.
kinda like
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, like during the regular season, it's like a storybook bridge, and now it's like the haunted
Right.
bridge.
Yeah, the haunted bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so that's probably the prime spot for the parade.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would think
absolutely.
so.
So by the time you get there, and they've let the masses in, so by the time you get there, there's already some Florida family.
Oh my God.
We're on the West Coast, right? Some Florida family got there somehow, and
They
they've
brought
got
an alligator.
Yeah.
Florida man and his kids.
You know
Florida
what?
man, he's got the vest and the t-shirt, and he's got the hat, and he's got his 3 kids and his wife, and they're all just sitting there. They already have popcorn. They're waiting for the parade.
The one thing that makes this somewhat bearable is seeing how much it's also pissing off Ross and Josh.
And maybe Ross and Josh are being a little more affectionate than normal, just to get a rise out of Florida man. I'm not playing on Florida. I love Florida. Florida's a wonderful state. It's a little hot in August. Okay. Where was I? Right, a parade. So, what are you? Oh, we kind of know you're preparing your juggling. What are you two doing to prepare for the parade?
Chain smoking.
I think I'm getting dressed. We're all like, because this is one of the first times we're gonna be out in the new pumpkin court costumes, which is fine. I don't love the new dress, but it's fine because pumpkin queen, whatever. I'm done with this. So there's definitely just like getting ready, doing makeup, all the things that you would usually do, bitching about pieces that don't fit right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what are you doing to prepare? Or are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I don't know how you. I don't know. Personally, I'm thinking about the water feature in the red room right now because that's good for waterboarding.
My nickname for you is Cobra Commander.
Because knowing is half the battle. And yeah, really scoping out, Ross and Josh and then the Florida family because that's just not right. But
The Florida family they're
just
interested.
not right.
No.
Yeah, Florida's nice. Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure somebody let them in early or something. I don't know if that's allowed or what.
There are some powers above me. I don't know who could have, but I'm sure someone could have.
Okay.
Maybe they're just evil.
Well, if you look a little closer, you can see they do have VIP badges.
Those Make-A-Wish kids.
Passes. VIP passes.
Passes.
We don't need those. Okay, cool. So all the preparations are starting for this. You are we're starting in media res. Camera opens, and what are you doing?
I am cross-checking all of my controls and like moving each of the heads in the crystal ball of the floating Hydra to just make sure that and like double checking. I've got my like set of video cameras that I'm watching for each of the heads, and so I'm just checking each one to make sure it
Camera
works.
1, check.
Yep.
Camera 2, check.
Yeah.
It's this moment that everybody I think has experienced where you absolutely know somebody's standing directly behind you, and hackles kind of come up a bit,
Yeah.
and
And
you turn around, there's a white suit.
yeah, I take the toothpick out of my mouth.
Perfectly manicured hair, very clean teeth, great posture. His name is Chad,
Chad.
according to the name tag.
Oh, I haven't seen him before. I don't recognize him.
They all look the same.
Okay.
All Chads or all of the white suits?
All the white suits and all Chad. Oh, okay.
Uncanny Valley, right?
I love Chads.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are Chads.
Except Chad. I hate that guy.
Fuck that guy. Another guy. So he's just he's like close talker from Seinfeld. I mean, he's really close.
Yeah. Hi, Chad. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'll bet that we are just thrilled as kittens to have our parade going today.
Yeah, indeed. Everything looks good.
Everything buttoned up.
Yep.
Everything squared away.
All set, ready to go.
Did you put the ducks all in a row?
Oh, they're beautifully aligned.
That's
Microns.
swell. That's
Microns,
swell. That's
Chad.
swell. There might be a moment in the parade. I don't want you to be alarmed. Really. It's nothing. But there might be a moment in the parade where we will have to take complete and total control over Hydra for about 7 to 8 minutes. Well, 7 minutes exactly. Just letting you know so that you don't worry. Okay? Okay. And he just kind of chads his way out of there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm upset.
7 to 8 minutes? That's like a significant chunk of the parade time.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay. Great.
They would make it 7:77 if there aren't 77 seconds in a minute, but so 7.
Are we already on comms? Like,
We're on comms.
Viv,
Yeah.
did you get that?
Got that.
You know anything about that?
Gotta watch out for Whitey, though. That's all I know.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hope no one's listening into your channel.
Well, the crowds are already lining up for the parade, and there's still like 2 hours before it even starts. I think that the many of the tourists that don't know what's going on have kind of bottlenecked on the bridge because they think they're just going to go to a ride, and they don't realize it's like the biggest event in the year. And there's a concern about this bottleneck. So you get on the radio, you hear on the radio, a Mac is calling you from Central, and he's saying they've got to bring out some fucking scarecrow. It wasn't in the agenda, but look, they have to get it across the bridge. They can't get it across the bridge because there are too many fucking people on the bridge. By the way, fire department says we can only have 68. I think there's at least 122. There's exactly 122. I counted them.
Good job,
Yeah,
man.
122.
All right, Mac, got a Rain Man. Let's clear them out. Let's get these boys to move. Let's amass the security troops. Mouse batons in hand, and move them off the bridge.
How are you going to do that? There is a cattle run of tourists. Many of them forgot to shower, and they have
Come on.
way too many strollers for the number of kids.
Oh, those double
Like,
wides.
like the
Yeah.
stroller to
Double
kid
wides.
ratio is way out of whack.
And none of the kids are in the strollers
I
regardless.
know.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
Yeah.
They're
they're
just
just
pushing their stuff
glorified
around.
backpacks.
Yeah. And one kid's already upset, which makes all of the brothers and sisters upset, and they're just shoulder to shoulder, just crawling across this bridge.
Simple. Security team lines up, Tortuga style. Riot shields in front, placed on the ground. Mouse baton, second rank, ready to stand forth and collapse.
Whoa.
I feel like you want to just like work down the middle of the bridge and clear it out so that you have 2 aisles, one in each direction on either side of the bridge. And if you make those widths right, then you'll get your minimum number of people and you'll clear a spot for that stair.
Oh, see, someone's thinking. Check out the big brain on Olive.
Sorry about that.
If you want to, okay, so here's what we're going to do. If you want to Okay, what's the exact move?
Bare your teeth.
Bare your teeth and ambitions.
Aha.
You can do it that way,
I have no idea.
which is basically what you were describing, might trigger that move. Or you can kind of go this route, and this is more of a charm a heart into deciding. So either kind of is it wicked or is it sweet?
I'm all wicked. I'm +2 wicked here, so that's me.
Oh, so
personally.
you're power playing Happiest Apocalypse on Earth. Okay.
Yes. But, you know, it's early morning. You got to set the stage right, because if you falter first thing out, slay your dragons first, and everything else is easy.
That's
So,
dominance.
All right. Well, roll 2d6. Add your wicked.
5.
All right.
That didn't go.
No, that didn't go well at all.
Yes, it did.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, in fact, it did, yeah.
All right. Well, you get one
I
experience.
love consequences.
Do
So,
you?
Yes.
So what? You're rank and filing. You have who's with you? You have some security people.
I
with you?
have the security team.
Yeah.
We've amassed to push the masses off the bridge.
Okay. So Trisha, who just hired last week, gets run down by a stroller. Like she's like, okay, ma'am, can you please? Ow! Ah! And she like falls down, and then the mother's like, get out of my way! And there's a kid and going, ah! And
Experience
pandemonium at this point because some guy's like, hey, what are you doing to that kid? And then a bunch of people come in, and now this cattle drive has turned into a mob. And there's one teenager that actually, because of the shoving and the pushing and the ruckus, gets thrown off of the bridge. You see somebody fall off the bridge in front of you because you're below the bridge getting ready, and there's a teenager that falls into the water next to you.
A boy.
I guess you're there too.
It's a whole
Actually, you're all there. You're in the prep area beneath the bridge, and a teenager has fallen into the water. This is completely uncontained. There is a white suit watching from the castle, and you see him go. I don't know if he can read lips, but he said something. So what do you guys do?
This is not my department.
I'm totally excited to go and I'm like ready to go and save, except I'm like a tiny little acrobat person. You said this is a teenager, so I'm gonna not be able to do a lot with this larger person, but I'm totally committed to trying.
All right. So you're gonna jump in and try to help. Okay, so let's
I'm
go
already
the
wearing
let's
something
go the
kind of
distance.
like lycra-ish anyway, so I think I'm
It's already.
Actually, we're gonna do be bold and daring.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brave.
that's definitely that.
I was gonna make you do stout, but let's do brave.
Okay. 6.
6. This is going splendidly. Okay, so you jump in and you realize, and maybe you haven't thought about this before, about this attraction, but it's the current that pulls the boats.
Oh.
It's not on a track. So it's this absurdly strong current. And you, little acrobat, just go, doof, and you're just. And teenager goes, and you're now like going through the attraction. There's a problem though. You've been on this ride.
Yeah.
And there's that 7-foot waterfall that, once you get under the bridge, there's a waterfall that goes into the rest of the attraction.
Oh man.
What's this attraction?
I mean, it's the water ride attraction, so it's the.
You built the animatronics, right?
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it's been rethemed for
Okay.
the thing, so it's all. It's
all princessy.
It's all Princess Harvest theme. It's kind
Oh,
of
okay.
fitting in with the vibe
Yeah,
here.
get wet. Yeah.
And
So,
there was something in the newspaper that you read that you
It's like a
you-
harvest raft down a river.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, so it's like you come into kind of like a farm area, and there's like with like
And all the scarecrow heads trying to look at you.
Yeah, with red eyes.
the women are wearing bonnets and
They're
that
singing
kind of,
a song though. It's like a cute song
like a
about the
cheerful
children of the
song.
corn. It's fine.
But there was a big feature in this attraction you read about at mousepark.com. No, it was maybe a blogger. What was the feature that was really interesting about this water ride?
The feature was the underground tunnel that actually looks like the water is going uphill. So you go down a bit and then you go up this ramp and it all looks like the physics are wrong and it's one of those optical illusion type things. But it's pretty mundane. I mean, in my opinion. I don't design the rides.
Mine's too well.
So you're tumbling towards a 7-foot drop and then some sort of mechanical marvel that might have gears. You don't know. That's your situation right now. Yes.
I want to make sure she doesn't jump in.
I have no intention of jumping in.
And then I want to help a friend get unstuck.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Great.
Sorry.
And how are you going to do that?
Guess I'm gonna jump into that thing.
You went all trad on me.
What?
You went all trad on me. So how are
Actually,
you going to
no.
do
I
that?
think what he's gonna do is gonna run beside it to try and get
Can
there.
you call
and pull
security?
it out. Have you seen security?
Security is.
All right.
Cobra Commander will just come and taser her.
All right. So yeah, roll your.
So yeah, I'm
your
gonna
power.
run beside and like try and get her out.
Am I supposed to roll?
So if he succeeds, that means you're going to get a bonus to get out.
Okay.
So yeah, roll your pal with her.
Pal, that's +1. That's a 6.
Nice.
Not one
whole
success
lot of
yet.
What is a success in this game?
A 7+ is a hit.
Well, nothing's going
Yeah,
well.
sub factor high.
Okay, so you're running after her, and at this point, the real problem, the real situation presents itself, which is that she's gone into a tunnel, and so you literally arrive at a wall, and you're like, okay, I have to either jump in and try to save her that way, or I have to stand here and look at the wall. So it's not much of a choice, but the choice is either she'll help herself, or I'm going to put myself at risk to try to help her.
Man, she's way more athletic than I am. I mean,
And
Well,
like, I did my best.
You've only got 2 smokes left, and you're gonna have to like
Yeah.
burn your cigarette.
Yeah, no way.
Then there's still
Sorry.
a teenager about, right?
Right.
Has the teenager disappeared in the
Yeah,
tunnel?
teenager's
Is he-
also going down into the tunnel.
He's gone Augustus Gloop on us. He's gone. He'll be candy later.
For later.
Okay, so we'll get back to that situation. There is a commotion. Well, you're right there.
Yeah, I mean we can see it, but like we have other things to deal with because we're getting ready for a parade.
The show must go on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what she did.
Yeah.
That's what security's for.
Okay, so at this point, a white suit comes in,
Mhm.
which is highly unusual, and got the nice hair, charming young boy.
Just for flavor, you hear the pitch of the princesses go from like a casual conversation like up 3 octaves, like hi.
Dogs are like,
Yeah, it just collectively, it just goes from like this conversation to like oh hi, and then like everything's now in princess voice. With apologies to
Pat,
people
you
listening.
look divine. You have really blossomed to be one of our most famous and well-loved entertainers at Mouse Park. How does that feel?
Thank you. I feel like I've worked so hard for this.
So that is so great, which is why I know when Mouse Park comes to you for a favor, it's not going to be a big deal because we've helped you turn you into the person that you are.
Of course,
the lovely
anything.
person. That's great. Well, we have somebody else that's going to be the queen today.
Okay.
Her name is Amanda, and she's kind of gonna come over here, and we need you to get out of the costume so that Amanda can put it on. We have to size it for her.
Okay.
She's darling. You're going to love her.
I'm sure I am. I'm so excited to invite new
Gee, you're such a good
princesses
pal.
into our ranks.
And he chats his way out.
Fuck that bitch.
Breaks whatever's in her
Wait,
hand.
do I? Yeah, you just see like the hair gel thing like squirt.
Yeah.
It's fine.
this is the best day of all time.
Question, actually, do I get a different costume or am I out of the parade?
He didn't say anything about a different costume.
Uh-huh. Awesome.
You can go after him and ask him further questions.
Actually, yeah, can I?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
I thought I made myself very clear about the favor that you're awarding us. Thank you so much for all that you do.
I just wanted to know, is there another role am I supposed to take, or do I have the day off?
Boy, you're asking a lot of questions, aren't you?
You know what? I'll check with the manager.
I don't want you to be cross. Have a good day. Now, you can try to charm
No,
her
I'm
into
good.
deciding.
No, I'm scared.
Okay.
But there has to be someone else who's on my schedule or something. I'm assuming. I'm,
She's
who
just
knows?
selling herself.
yeah, I'm gonna go and check with the if there's a schedule or something to look at and
Mhm.
see if there's an update, because I'm sure they've updated it.
Now, does it take you a while to get out of that dress?
It does.
What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, someone just went down there, and that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
That 2 people went down to
Yeah.
the water slide. So kind of come back and see her getting out of the dress. What's going on? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
I was gone for
I didn't do
3
anything.
seconds.
I didn't do anything. Some bitch is gonna take my job. It's fine. We're doing our part.
What? Okay, so what are you doing this time? Are you doing the?
I don't know. Can you check? I mean, you're the in theory, you're the person who's guarding the Pumpkin Queen. If I'm not the Pumpkin Queen, what are you doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Lots of changes happening
Yeah.
for this parade.
A lot of things
Hey,
going on.
do you want one of my spare blacks so that nobody notices you when you're walking
No.
around?
I want to know what's going on.
Nothing.
You can try to convince him if you would like to roll, and he would get an incentive to go along with you should you succeed. Or you can just play it out.
I mean, I just want to know what my job is now.
Nothing. You're nothing.
All right, well, let's not forget about the poor people in the water. There is a situation up top, too.
There are
I was
security
gonna tell you.
cameras.
Yes, so. But you've got a situation you have to deal with first.
Okay.
Unless you want to just leave the mob to be the mob. You
Have-
are
have-
welcome to go to the
Have I been
security room.
informed at all about the situation with the people in the tunnel area?
You
of
are
the
in
water
the
channel?
immediate vicinity, so it's logical that you would have heard about something going on.
Okay, yeah, because there is actually a spot that sort of turns into a little bit of a whirlpool where they almost certainly would get caught and they'll be stuck there. And I don't know, but we should probably
Just circling the drain.
we should probably look at turning off some of the pumps that are in the tunnel area. Hopefully that won't mess anything else up.
Okay.
But I would suggest that the thing to do is to shut those pumps off before they get stuck underwater for too long.
Well, you're next to the attraction underground, so you can go
Yeah.
and
I go in.
take care of that. That's not a problem. You know what to do. You're
Turn
an
off the
engineer.
pumps.
I like that was all over the comm.
So you are currently going down a water slide, built for a boat. So it's not like a
This
fun
would've been
thing.
So this leaf is
Yeah.
prison
I know.
down the rapids.
I don't have a lot of mass, but I am very strong. So
Okay.
I've managed to keep my head above water
So
and
yeah, that's
everything.
what are you doing about that? You're gonna just kind of use your.
Like use the kid, right, as a flotation
Yeah.
device.
The
Yeah.
kid is like.
That's what
Sure.
they teach you in your life.
You see one of his tennis shoes go flying off as he's tumbling down the waterfall. But what are you doing? You're just gonna
So
keep
how
yourself
far
light?
ahead of me is he?
He's kind of directly ahead of you. Like you could grab him.
I could grab him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him. 'Cause
Okay.
I jumped in to do a thing. I'm gonna try to do the thing. I'm probably gonna sink, but
You're
I'm gonna do the thing.
You're still being bold.
I am still being bold.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your brave.
Okay. I really should have. I wish I marked myself higher. No, I got a 3.
We haven't even gotten to the monsters yet.
we going down.
We are the monsters.
I'm thinking the guys in
Hell,
white
it
are
is
the
other
monsters.
people.
I'm just saying. So.
Sorry, point of order. How often are we supposed to mark the experience?
Oh, whenever
boxes?
you fail. So you should
Okay,
have
I've
3.
had 2 failures so
Yeah.
far, so I've marked this. Okay.
Yeah, I always forget to say that, so
Okay.
try to remember for yourself that
Yeah.
you do get an experience every time you fail. And when you rack up enough experience, which you very well might, considering how things are going,
Poorly we're rolling.
then you can choose another move
Okay.
that you haven't chosen yet. Okay, cool. So so you reach out to grab him,
Mm-hmm.
and you do. You grab him by the pants,
Oh, that's helpful.
and you're
Wedgie.
but now you're like part of his boat.
Right.
Yeah. So you both go, but because you're heavier, since the two of you are together, you really go down this thing, and you go. Poof, there's this huge splash of water as you're
Uh-huh.
tumbling, and you got like bone against bone, head against head, as you're tumbling together into the attraction, and everything's fine because suddenly you hear, and the current slows down.
Okay.
But
Go Olive.
there are a lot of people in this attraction. As you look up, you can see there are a ton of people in jumpsuits, mechanic types, that are wrenching apart some of the animatronics. And it looks like one person's actually in the process of taking like a milkmaid off of the farm and taking the animatronic into the back.
Oh.
Like something's going on here.
Uh-huh.
And the teenager looks up and is like, oh man, my head. He's got blood coming down and, oh, I think I hit my, oh my God. And it's just gushing. It's like one of those gusher head wounds. Probably a concussion. Like his eyes are like, and he's in bad shape. But you're not tumbling anymore.
Okay, buddy, we're gonna stay calm. Okay, we're gonna get out of this. I'm here to help.
Oh man, this is really bad.
Okay, is there anything that I am able to grip on the side, above me, anything?
Yeah, you're kind of floating, so now it's just a question of crawling up
Okay.
and getting over to the top
Okay.
of the.
So I'm
of the
gonna do
attraction.
that. I'm gonna like, get myself up. Hoist him up.
As soon as you do,
Repeat.
there are 8 mechanics all in unison turn and look at you.
Are they animatronics?
Okay,
too?
and now
That feels like something.
you are in this mob of people. You've completely lost control. Tourists are surrounding and screaming and flailing. A teenager got knocked overboard. You haven't seen him come up. And there is now a large scarecrow float. This wasn't in the plan. You can't see this yet. Thank God.
I'm not doing it, Pops.
And there's all these there's all these like this is the you know your security for the park. You're public facing, but this is security. You know these guys. They're armed, and they only come out like when people of note are there, like the president. And there are 12 of them. They're usually back at HQ, but they're out there surrounding the float. And they come up, and one of the guys, I mean, it's like they're wearing the military hats and everything. It's really weird. And some of the guests are sort of, the only thing they're missing is like an AK-47. They're just all militaried up, and they're trying to get this float in. And one of them comes up to you and put this under control now. We have got to get this float across the bridge. You have 3 minutes or you're fired.
Roger that.
Biff.
Am I still on the bridge?
Oh yeah, you're kind of in the crowd. Yeah.
You got this, Biff. You got this. I'm gonna hold my banner high and try to rally you.
What does
Right
that
on.
do?
Roll plus brave whenever you want to inspire with rallying words.
Or a song. Or a song.
Or a song.
Who's the leader of security at the park? Biff it is, Biff it is, Biffy, Biffy, Biff. I'll come up with a better lyrics later, Biff. You got this. You got this, man. Yes.
All right, great. Roll it. Yes, are brave.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wait, plus, yeah, no, it's still awful.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't take the opportunity.
As I've said many times already in this session, market experience.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
fail to inspire, prepare for a terrible reaction, and PCs get +1 experience for ignoring or mocking you.
you get sued for copyright.
Could you say that a little louder, please?
Yeah. On 6 or less, you fail to inspire them, prepare for a terrible reaction, and PCs get +1 experience for ignoring or mocking you.
Before you decide what you want to do, because you get experience if you ignore or mock him. Before you decide what you want to do, I want to note that there's a lot of these guests that somehow, for some reason, are carrying eggs. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for
Josh?
a moment
Yeah,
in
right.
order to pelt some guy who's
Ross,
singing some terrible song
why are people
with
carrying eggs?
at least 4 dozen eggs from all of the. The mob just sort of silent, like, "What the fuck is that?" The way and they just start pelting you.
It's the best day ever. It's the best day
And
ever.
it's all on the it's all on the live stream with Ross and Josh.
Oh, on my lanyard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
got egg on your pants.
Josh is doing the like. Anyway, so what would you like to do about this?
I'm gonna stand true. It's like security. Form a line. Push.
You don't want to knock them? Okay.
Yeah, no, I think we need to push everybody off. I gotta stick with the company, you know? Company
Okay.
man.
Do you want to try this again? Are you
Let's
going to
try it
bare your
again.
teeth this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Bear. Massive
Let's
underbite.
Bare your teeth and ambition.
This has been a.
All
Name
right.
the movie.
So this plus.
You don't know it?
Which one?
Oh, which one?
These are all
Yeah,
these are all
yeah,
Easter
no,
Oh,
eggs.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think it's
I don't know
adorable.
Disney that well. Like, you guys with like your inside jokes with parks, I got no clue.
Sorry.
Like, no, that's cool.
Is this plus his Wicked again?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And.
Yes!
11, 12, 13.
Oh!
Jeez.
Well, in this case, I'm going to let you decide what
Job's on
happens.
the line. You get it.
They all get pushed off the
I've done
bridge.
enough work. You can play now.
Everyone off the bridge. Like the parting of the Red Sea.
I was really envisioning that, but I'm going to be a little nicer. I'm going to, in a nice, calm, collective, we're swinging our mouse-shaped batons and pushing with our riot shields with a nice big mystery, whatever it is, theme park logo on it, pushing everybody off the bridge and making way so that the mouse army can have their way.
And the
Whatever
doors
it is.
are kind of just making way and doing
Yep.
what you said. Okay. One of the, as you're doing this, like, excuse me, I not sure, but kind of sure that my kid got knocked off the bridge. Can you check on that?
Is there any report on a kid knocked off the bridge?
That's cool. I'll be at the bar. Just, find me over there. All right, cool. So you're able to do that.
Yeah, wired, Security Central, trying to find out any report on kid getting knocked off the bridge. We'll wait for a report back.
No, I haven't heard anything about that, Smack. I think somebody would have radioed in, no. So
All right, copy that. No kid getting knocked off of the bridge.
it's like 8 or like 16.
Kid, no.
Let's hope it's not 8.
Okay.
I asked you to call security.
It's the best.
Where haven't we been for a while? Okay, let's go back here.
So the pumps are off.
They're
Shut
off.
down the pumps, and it's the thing is there's like this little side whirlpool where the boats can be pulled off for servicing in the tunnel area.
Right, yeah, they kind
and
of
I'm
like
just-
have a.
I'm really worried about the eddy currents in that area, which is why I wanted to get the pumps off
Yeah.
if there was any risk of.
Are there
people
cameras in this
water.
control booth?
Yeah.
Or I mean monitors?
Yeah, there's a viewing monitor for
Okay.
that area. I need
Love
to
it.
turn on the it's a dark area.
Yeah.
That part of the tunnel is kept super dark, so it's mysterious and spooky, and
Yeah.
so they can't see the offstage section that the boats can go off into. So I have to turn on the red view. No, I have an infrared camera. Yeah, I
Oh,
totally
okay.
have an IR camera.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can see. So I get it's just shapes mostly. It's not a super high quality IR camera, but
you-
I can see heat signals.
You see kind of a smallish person on the bank with a larger person being pulled out of the water.
Yeah.
And you also see 6 or 8 other people down there. People?
What?
Right.
Nobody's
What?
supposed to be in this section. What's going on?
And and it looks like they're all stopped and they're looking at the people that are coming out of the water.
Ah.
But since it's infrared, you really can't make
see
more
much.
than that.
Yeah.
Something's going on down there, though.
I'm kind of thinking I should go look and see what the heck's going on.
Well, you're on the sub level,
Yeah.
so I think it's just down the corridor. You can open the back
door
hatch.
and kind of at least take a look.
Okay, when you open the door, you see two
I'm gonna do it subtly.
two
Though.
kind of big guys grabbing one of the animatronics. This is Marcy. This is the one. This is like the milkmaid.
Marcy the milkmaid.
Yeah. So they're bringing Marcy out,
Man.
and they've taken Marcy off of the bench, and they're actually pulling the animatronic out, and they're in these jumpsuits, and they're kind of greased up, and they're just kind of. They don't look like employees. You've never seen these guys before.
Are they hurting her?
They're pulling her out.
Is she getting damaged?
Well, maybe because they're having to cram her through the doorway, and it doesn't quite fit. Not doing the right angle, so it's kind of bam, bam, bam. And this guy's like, "Hey, out of the way, lady!" And tries to pull harder, and then Marcy's arm goes snap. But they get her through. They get her through, and then the other guy picks up the arm and puts it on and they're just taking her out.
Parts is parts. Come on.
How creepy? Is this a situation where I feel like I should intervene, or is this a situation where I'm because I already got that white suit being like, hey, we're going to be taking over your
Mhm.
new robot. So I'm wondering if these things are related to each other.
You don't know. You've never seen anything like this
I
before.
I really enjoy having the opportunity to work on this equipment. I can probably fix Marcy, and I do not want to get in trouble with the white suits if they're doing something weird. Like, that's not my business. Like, I just want to keep my stuff working. I'm really annoyed that they're going to be taking over my robot in the middle of the parade as it is. So I'm going to watch, and but I am also trying to see where the drowning people are.
Oh yeah, you can look over at them and see.
Oh yeah.
The drowning people.
Those.
You do recognize. Oh,
Zelda.
I'm sorry. What's her character's name?
Zelda.
Zelda. You do recognize Zelda, and she has with her some 16, 17-year-old.
Bleeding kid.
Yeah, who's massive head wound.
But they bleed a lot.
But you know, head wounds always bleed a lot, so
Mhm.
maybe it's fine.
Okay, well, I'll go out and like help them.
Okay.
I'll go help them because we should get them out. I'm gonna deal with my animatronics at some other point. That's stressful.
So
Setting
all of the
aside for a moment.
jumpsuits are just they've stopped working and they're just watching you.
Little help?
Impassively.
I'm gonna come over and I'll be like, "Hi guys, I'm just gonna take care of this situation here." And
One of them finally is like, "Do you think maybe you should get the fuck out of here?"
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm getting these guys out for you.
Then they get back to work dismantling the animatronics.
What's going on?
You want to go back over here?
I'm going to use my radio.
Who are you
That's
calling?
all right, yeah.
I'm calling Olive.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like helping
Yeah.
wet,
And, like,
bleeding people.
like-
I thought you were gonna call security. Okay.
No.
Why would I do that?
It is not my problem. It is not my problem.
This is Olive. What's up?
It's the best day ever. It's the best day
Yeah?
ever. I got the whole day off.
How the hell did you do that?
Kat got fired for the day. Not like fired, but like she isn't princess anymore. So like, yeah, I know.
Oh my. Well, can you come down here and give me a hand because things are a little crazy over here.
Okay, sure. I do got to keep my eye on her. It's the only. It's kind of a day off.
If you can't, okay. If
It's
you
only
can't-
kind of a day off.
Okay.
But
okay.
no.
But congrats, I'm really happy
gonna
for
take
you.
her with me. I'm gonna take her with me. It'll be great. We'll get
Yeah,
her dirty. It'll be
good.
awesome.
Do it. Bring her here. She doesn't have anything to do now.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything to do except help fix things.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
the best day
She can
ever.
help.
It's the best day ever.
She can be a cheerful princess for this bleeding kid.
No, she can't. She doesn't have a costume.
This is
Find a
good time
costume
to,
for her on the way.
The milk bag costume.
This is a good time to introduce the idea that Amanda has arrived.
So, just completely out of game, I am friends with a person named Amanda who does work as as one of the
Do we need to X card that name?
I was gonna let's change the name for that because I
Yeah.
love her.
Okay.
So sorry.
Right, let's call her. You give me a name.
Casey,
Casey,
because I
okay.
feel like that's close enough to Kat that could be a problem.
Cat and Casey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Catherine.
Neither of us are Catherine. Actually, that's Katie. Actually,
Katie.
we're
okay.
both Catherine.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're the prettiest Kate in Christendom.
That's why I chose my daughter's name.
So Katie comes, and she is, obviously from the model agency.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't even go in-house. She probably hasn't worked in Mouse Park day in her life. And she's got her own hair and makeup.
Weird, but
Two of
okay.
them. There's the one that's sort of always there, then there's the one that's advising the other one. And they kind of come in, but that's not all. Casey also has a publicist. And the publicist has two phones going, talking, to the agency here, and then talking about the next job here, and then behind the publicist is the journalist the blogger,
Right.
who's coming behind and kind of talking into her phone. So this whole entourage comes in, and she's like, "Oh, thank you," and she tries to take the dress.
Yep. Anytime, Kat, I'm gonna hand it over, but there's that moment where it's just like you hold a little too long.
Oh, it's just for today. They're doing a publicity event.
Oh, of course.
You've heard my album, right? Oh, you've heard my album, right? I'll get you a signed copy.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do?
I'm getting your costume. I'm going down
I
to
was gonna say, like,
the costuming to get your thing.
I
got your back.
like watching all this happen, like, okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Say it's fine one more time.
It's fine. I told you it's fine. So I'm gonna start going to like I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I just wanted this shirt since I was like a little kid, and this is like a lot for me now, and I'm actually crying now. I'm gonna go to my locker and put on my yoga pants then, I guess, because maybe I have the day off, and I'll watch the parade from the bridge.
Bosses say you gotta wear this.
Okay, who said?
So yeah, a bunch of personal assistants are coming in now. Now it's the Katie show, and all the other princesses are kind of pushed to the side and
Yeah.
they're cramming
First
in
of all, I
pockets.
feel like I have a little solidarity with the other girls.
Yeah, they're
Just like a little bit.
They're like pissed.
Like, you're not
Yeah.
allowed to have cameras back here. Ruining the magic.
Okay.
But like, yeah, where the fuck is Gus?
All right. So where do we want to go? We kind of know what's going on there. Let's go back to you. So you have this teenager.
Okay, and Olive's there helping me, and I asked her, like, you know, sort of what's going on. She doesn't know.
We haven't been to you in a while, but go ahead.
There's
a lot of people here.
I had eggs thrown at me. I think I'm okay for a little bit.
I'm afraid to roll.
Can you help me get him out of here?
Yeah. Let's go this way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna follow her because I don't actually know the.
Yeah, and I know the labyrinth piece. We have to like step over a couple of pieces of equipment.
And I'm
that
guiding.
are not optimally placed.
What's your name, buddy?
I don't really remember.
Oh shit. Okay, we gotta get him some help.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you my sister?
No. Hard no.
That means you're his girlfriend.
Harder
We're gonna
no.
get you cleaned up. You've had a bit of an adventure. It's excellent.
I like adventures.
Yeah, it's great. We're good. Just come on this way. Here.
I feel a little sleepy.
No, we got to keep moving. Come on,
Don't.
go.
Yeah,
we got
no sleeping, please. Yeah, just a couple more minutes. This direction.
Okay, so you take him out. Where are you taking him?
We got to get him topside so we can get him to first aid.
Yeah, we need to get him some first aid. So there's an exit that's sort of around back. It's behind some shrubberies in an area that I'm pretty sure we can it leads to backstage.
Okay.
We can go that direction.
Well, once you come out, you see the security guard, Trisha, and she's like has a bandage on her arm, and there's a bruise on her face. And she says, "Oh, good, you found him," and grabs him and just starts walking off with him.
Okay. You got this?
Trisha's coming, hauling this teenager up to you. "I found him, boss! I found him!"
Bloody. Just through the crowds.
There's
job,
blood.
Trisha.
There's blood, and all of the guests are sort of like, "You're there." Violate some code.
It's themed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely on theme.
Look, I think you got your hands full here. Do you mind? I know you got a job to do. The bathroom is right on the other side there, and this is disgusting. And I'm not gonna get through this crowd. Do you mind if I just sneak real quick over there so that I can watch? I'll be right back. It'll be.
Take care of business. We got this. All right, we're gonna take the kid,
Yeah.
swoop him away, make sure that he gets off to the bar.
Bar.
Yes, or wherever his dad
The
went.
dad went to the bar.
Went
Yeah.
to the bar, right? Yeah. So
At 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 9:30 probably.
making certain that, with a swift handful of napkins off the countertop of some, outside restaurant, we mop up his face a little bit and then whisk him. Yeah, exactly. It's all makeup, I'm sure. Anyways,
The
We do
dad's
drinks
like
here.
in a Bloody Mary.
that's perfect. Yeah. So his son's bloody.
What the
He's got a
fuck
bloody Mary.
happened? He's standing up and indignant. He's so indignant he puts down the Bloody Mary. What is this?
Found him. Yep. There you go. You lost him, we found him.
So Dad starts yelling at you. What did you do? Look at what you did to him. I'm going to sue you.
Oh, you said the magic words.
That's why I don't call security.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Well, he's a non-believer, is what I'm thinking. He's not believing in the power of security bringing him his son.
Oh.
So, I'm thinking that we could just make it his problem, since he's one who lost his son. We actually found him for him.
Okay, are you threatening him?
Oh no, I'm just exposing him for the non-believer that he really
Oh,
is.
expose those who don't think. That's a
Yeah.
wicked roll. Yeah.
And I do have a +2 win, so.
Good luck.
7, 9.
9! Yay! I think that's our first success.
Debilitating.
No,
Yeah,
I
I-
had the 13
This is
earlier.
our
Oh,
first
that's right.
partial
Oh.
success.
Yes, there we go.
I forgot about that one.
It is a very Mouse Park way of handling that
Right.
situation, though. Like, no, this is your problem.
You lost him.
And
Are
it
you a
is
bad
like-
parent?
Yeah.
I think that the realization that he's drinking a Bloody Mary at 9:30 in the morning sort of settles on him while his son was in danger, and he's just sort of self-shame descending, and then he just takes this kid and is like, I'm gonna get you for this. I'm gonna mark my words, Mr. whatever my name is, Miller. Mr. Miller will come after you. You'll see. You'll see. I'm known in my industry. And he takes this kid away with an empty threat.
In good security standing with the bartender, say, just get him another round, please. And then we make our exit.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing?
Dismantling all of my pins.
There's a big scarecrow coming across the bridge.
Oh,
That wasn't in the books. Wasn't on the blog. You've
This
never
isn't
seen
good.
that. Animatronic scarecrow. It's like 25 feet high on hydraulics.
So,
was gonna say-
can I sidestep it? I'm just trying to get past it.
No, they're coming onto
All
the
the talk
bridge.
of rushing
They're
water.
blocking the bridge with
It's
it.
gonna crawl
Have
into
I
the
ever
table.
seen?
though,
I've
sure.
never seen anything related to this.
No,
This
and
is
you're on
an
top side,
impressive
so it's
feat
like
of
very
engineering,
obvious. Yeah.
And yeah, okay.
Um,
I don't know where that.
so am I? I'm between the float or whatever and the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd is dispersed and is
Okay.
coming onto the bridge, and you're on this side of the bridge.
Oops, I meant to go that way. I just wanted to know if I could go that way, and yep, I can go that way, so I'm gonna go that way.
Bridge is now consumed by this giant monolithic scarecrow.
Is it like a? Is it? Are we thinking like a Wicker Man situation?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I had in my head.
That's,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make sure I'm going with everyone where that's happening.
and it's. I mean, they have the hydraulics going, and it's doing this thing,
Oh, Jesus.
and they're kind of moving it, and it's boarded by this weird security retinue.
Yep.
Also, you see this other princess you've never seen before with an entourage, and one of the white suits is helping her onto the float after it crosses the bridge.
Is this the princess the costume that Kat's supposed to be in, and
Yeah.
she's not? And
No,
it's somebody
not
else,
her.
and they're helping her onto the bridge,
Yeah.
onto this float.
Yeah, and there seems somebody's live streaming it, and it's like, yeah,
There's a new princess.
yeah, apparently.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we're heading back with the phone. Which princess is she dressed as?
The Pumpkin Queen.
The Pumpkin Queen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Pumpkin Queen. Oh my god, the Pumpkin Queen. I must have your autograph. Are you signing autographs after?
Oh, hi, sweetie. Thank you. Well, I would love to. And then the white suit grabs the book and says, I'll take that. Thanks, that's swell. You can pick this up at guest services.
Promise?
And then one of these like militant guys grabs the handwriting book and walks off with it.
Thank you. You've been very sweet.
Okay, follow me on. She gives you some YouTube address and Instagram. You know, I don't. KatieLoves.com.
I'm going to say the most famous Pumpkin Queen catchphrase I can think of, which is I'm going to sing "You are the Pumpkin Queen" as loudly as I can to try to inspire her with a wondrous phrase.
Behold, I am a pumpkin queen. And it is a glorious thing to be a pumpkin queen.
I have no reason to be here except y'all look very happy. So, the
Enjoy.
happiest group I've seen so far.
Oh, that's the
This
happiest
is the
apocalypse.
happiest apocalypse.
The happiest apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're streaming it.
Gus, who's the new princess?
It's a lot like Cat Like Kate or
Oh.
something like that.
Hmm.
Is she on?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you topside?
You should see this float she's getting on. I don't know who built this thing. I don't know if they shipped it in from Florida or what, but holy crumbs, it is an object. You should come topside. You gotta come check this out. This is
come
really
topside.
awesome.
I
Okay,
was
cool.
looking at the wrong one.
Cat. You're in your dress? Here's your tiara. We gotta go up. I just got a call.
Milkmaid
Many
princess.
questions.
So
Questions about the
no
logic
time.
of
kind of
milkmaid.
she loves your song, so she kind of secretly gives you an autograph without showing anybody, and she blows you a kiss, and gets onto the float. And you can use that autograph later to negate harm or shock if you want to.
Wow.
Because she's a real star.
You're supposed to be my fan.
I was.
Not in yoga pants, though.
Oh wait,
Now you're
are we doing
the milkmaid
I was
costume.
gonna say, did we switch to the
Oh.
milkmaid?
Princess.
I will
And
know
tiara.
immediately
And
that
tiara.
you're
So
the milk.
You're the milk princess.
That is
Milk
obviously the milk.
Of-
Not the
princess,
pumpkin princess,
right?
Yeah.
but the milk
Of
princess.
the festival.
Why are you in the animatronic milkmaid
I
outfit?
have so many questions.
No, Olive just put like a head in of the milk princess. It's fine.
No, it's good. It's good.
We gotta go up.
We get paid minimum wage for this.
I know. I get paid to do this.
I guess, as I say, as long as it's cool with the secure, as long as it's cool with the park. Apparently, this is what we're doing now.
No one's using
Well,
that
you haven't
costume
checked
right
with
now.
anybody if it's cool, but
As
No,
I
no,
say-
I'm her handler. I'm the one who checks with people.
okay. Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
As far as it needs to be explained.
As far as I'm concerned, I have the day off. I just have to make sure she doesn't get into any trouble, because that's my only thing that I have to do today.
We're
Is
getting
make sure that
fired.
she
This is
doesn't
what's
get into
happening.
any trouble.
And make sure she does get into the dress. The
Well, I mean,
milkmaid
she has
dress.
to. It's a job.
Yeah. Right. You're wet.
Yeah, hello.
From falling into the water attraction. Good grief. And so you are not at all ready for the parade that's starting in less than 5 minutes.
Okay. I'm okay. I gotta squeeze out my hair or whatever. My costume was like lycra, so if I could just kind of like blot myself, I'll be damp instead of dripping.
Are you? Is it like the unitard kind of acrobat
Yeah, exactly.
thing? Yeah. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm really committed to doing well in this parade, so I gotta hustle back.
Center yourself. You're a little rattled from the
Exactly.
flow
My
experience.
juggling's gonna suck.
So centering yourself is sort of we're using a one note thing here, but this is what you have to do is be bold and daring. You gotta time to go on the show, even though I tumbled into a water attraction and almost fell into a funnel and all of
The
this
show
stuff.
must go on.
In spite of just
Massive head wound, Charlie, or whatever happened with that kid.
No. No.
It's okay.
Mark
we can suffer
experience.
together.
Mark experience.
Mark
You're gonna get it.
experience.
Yeah.
I'm filming this right now, aren't I? Okay.
We gonna suffer together.
Okay, I'll take note of that rule. Now, the parade is going to begin. So let's go around the table and decide what everybody's doing as the parade is beginning.
Oh, I am still cleaning myself. This is not an appropriate way to comport
Yeah, you've
yourself
been
in the
egged.
park. I've been egged. I have to take all of the pins off individually, wipe them off. They got to go now in the book, which I don't want to do because those are the show pins, right? So
Right.
you don't want to put them in the book. But
Yeah, there's the one
I
like
gotta
with
put 'em in the book.
levers and stuff that like move
Exactly.
things. Yeah. Open up the castle
Just
doors.
gonna be a whole thing. But I'm still here.
Now, I mean, is this grooming going to get into the way of getting to the parade? Because the parade is starting.
Oh, well, no, that's happening on the way to me getting to the parade.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
wherever I need to be to see the parade again.
Now, the prime spot, Josh and Ross managed to get back onto the bridge. The Florida family is next to them. They've moved on to churros. And
There's not even the churro cart is over there.
But they're not childless millennials, so you're fine.
and they're just sort of on the bridge, prime spot, waiting for the parade. Josh and Ross high five. give you a wink, because you're way back. In fact, you have to be on the curb. I think Josh sees that. And he talks to us.
So they're gonna mug you.
You're getting mugged by the end of this.
I'll have to spend it to negate that harm.
Okay, so what are you doing at the start of the parade?
Well, if the parade's about to start, I need to go take up position in the giant pumpkin float and do the, well, you know, get things started. You know, ramp everybody up. The little mice that are gonna peek out of the eyes of the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, they're all operational. Pretty sure everything's ready for the blue flame effect.
The
So we're
audio.
good. Yeah, checking the audio, running through. Last check of all of the movement on the princess faces in the crystal ball. And that's all looking good. All right, we're green. We're green. Everything's good here.
You hear in there, hey, this is Chad. How you doing?
Oh, hi,
Everything
Chad.
good?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're going to do the mist effect from the new Scarecrow float that we just brought onto the route. And so don't do the mist effect. Actually, on second thought, we can have 2 mist effects. That'll be swell.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make sure all the mists go.
Godspeed.
Thank you. On schedule? We're not changing the schedule of the mist?
You're asking lots of questions.
All right. You got it. Here's a good show.
Sorry.
Okay. What are you doing at the start of the parade?
I think
assume
I'm
you
in.
two are together.
Yeah, we're
I
together.
think I'm in the milkmaid outfit, which is fine.
It's really not very good, though.
It's not my dress. It's not even made for a person.
Yeah, animatronics are much larger than people, so
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't
you
look-
probably had to sew it together a bit.
Like, okay, wait.
Oh no, it's safety pins.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Actually, here's, if I may, I did not expect to be in or out of the park before it during the day. So I actually just did not bring clothes that I'm willing to. Like, I brought a onesie. So that was it was this or the onesie. If we have the day off, getting a churro.
All right, we'll get a churro, but I also want to see this thing that's happening. All of it explodes with fire and bullshit. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I got to see that, but you got to come with me.
You take this very seriously.
Well, I have one job. If I do this job, they stay off my back.
Fine. But we're getting a churro.
We're gonna get some churros.
And you're paying for the churro.
Katie looks
I don't
lovely.
have my wallet.
She's on the pumpkin, presenting herself to the crowd. The crowd's going wild. She's blowing kisses. She looks lovely.
I'm sure she does.
She really does.
She's a little big for the dress. So that was really awful. I'm gonna X-card myself.
I often X-card myself. Okay, what are you doing at the start of the parade?
Okay, so have we kicked off? Are we moving?
Yeah, you're rattled though.
Okay. So I'm going through the usual part of my routine that I know, the acrobatics, the walkovers, whatever, the cartwheels and everything, and then it comes time for me to start the juggling, right? Well, as we know, this is an emerging skill, as we like to say, and as you said, I'm very rattled, and so I'm doing my juggling, and I lose control of one of the balls, and it hits Amanda.
It hits who?
Amanda. Not Amanda.
No,
sorry,
Katie.
Katie.
You renamed her.
We're like, Katie. It's Katie, the new me.
Oh, that's better than what I was gonna do.
Can they be tomatoes by any chance?
They could be something.
we
Like,
could
there
do
should be
this in
something
slow
other than
motion.
balls. There
She's-
should be like some
Like harvest fruit. They could be
Like little
tomatoes.
gourds.
Little gourds.
Uh-huh.
She hits her and you just hand her a rotten tomato.
Is she? What? It's a tomato?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
Yeah,
It
I
has to be
wanted it
something
to
like
be.
but it needs to be
Baton,
like,
right?
it was going to be just like I was thinking skulls or pumpkins or something like that
Oh.
kind of theme.
Yeah.
So it's a pumpkin.
Okay.
Is it like an actual pumpkin, like those little mini pumpkins, or is it a plastic?
I think it's probably plastic.
Okay, so this pumpkin just, and she is out. Like you see consciousness leave. It hits her exactly right.
I just
strong.
the princesses. I see this whole thing happen, and I'm like, cue the mist! Cue the mist!
And the mist comes as this figure falls to the ground.
High five.
I feel like that, just
the scarecrow mist goes too, because they don't know.
Look, mist, yes.
That mist is
We'll high five.
sparkly.
Sparkly mist.
Oh.
How do they do that?
Whoa.
This is weird sparkly mist.
New
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they brought this stuff in from Florida, but oh man.
And that
I want to
Florida
talk to
mist.
whoever made
Florida,
that.
Now you see Josh and Ross get sprayed down with this mist. Those are right there.
Yeah.
And the scarecrow goes off, and they're just sort of like, they're doing their thing, and they just sort of stop and look up at the scarecrow, and he slouch. You have never seen the two of them slouch. Like they took posture classes. And the Florida family kind of just does the same thing. And one of the kids has an ice cream cone, drops the cone onto the ground, limp. But they're just standing and staring. And he's just like, okay, miss, we're dead. You don't see what's going on, but
I'm also reporting. Well, I mean, everyone knows what that.
I think you two would see it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'd go like close to where Olive would be because I want to hang out with her and talk with her about all the fucking awesome shit that happened today.
Yeah. Because it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But you're right there, and you can see that people are acting weird.
Uh-huh.
Like they're in some sort of weird trance all around you, and they stop cheering, and they're just sort of looking at the scarecrow.
I'm trying to like
They're
keep,
there,
you know, keep doing my bit, but I'm obviously like, guys, is
That's
anybody?
what happens when you're a crap princess.
Get your head in the way.
Get your head in the way of a juggler.
All right, so you're going to try to continue going. The parade has stopped, and so you're stuck on the bridge.
Okay.
This mist has been expelled outwards.
Okay, so it's not affecting me.
No,
Okay.
because it was out towards
Right.
the crowd.
Uh-huh.
But it's weird.
Also, I'm just shitting my pants because I just screwed up really bad.
Oh yeah.
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 That
Yeah,
was a
we're-
job.
Mm.
I know.
And what are you doing?
I think I'm understanding what's going on here. Obviously, there's a lot of people that have been smoking up. All the Florida people bringing their crack cocaine or whatever it is. They're obviously doing some serious shit.
The
on
best
the
time to
parade
go to
route.
Florida is in the spring.
The devil's lettuce.
Friend of the show, Florida.
So yeah, we gotta I think bash some heads. Take some boys to the red room. As
You're
it were.
gonna bash some heads.
Yeah,
Sweet.
let's,
I didn't see that coming actually. Okay.
You got some issues.
What does that look like? The bashing of the head.
That's rallying the security team and trying to skirt these druggies away.
All right. Are you supervising, or are you in there also getting the druggies?
I'm supervising.
Okay.
I don't have to get my fingers dirty.
So you sent Trish in and some of the other. Now Trish,
Yeah.
she got a little beat up today, but she's in it, and she's
Awesome.
gonna do a good job.
At a girl, yeah.
And she walks into the mist.
Take another one for the team, as it were. So yeah.
Yeah. She walks in and she grabs one of the guests and suddenly just looks up at the scarecrow.
Another dope head.
Okay, Olive, this is Chad. We're gonna take that Hydra like we said.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, everything's going great. Keep up the good work. You're doing swell.
Okay. Do you guys have secondary controls for my robot, or does someone want to come in here, or what? I have
Asking
no
a lot of
idea.
You're
questions.
asking.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, I have a toothpick habit. I've chewed through like 4 of them in the last 3 minutes.
It's terrible for your teeth.
I know. I need a churro,
Wait,
but I'm
is-
stuck in the float.
Oh wait, are you in the float?
I'm in one of the. I'm in the big pumpkin flaming float. I'm in the bottom.
Okay.
So the Hydra starts moving. Those of you that can see it, I think pretty much everybody can, maybe even partially over in this group. The Hydra starts moving, and so all the heads of the princesses come up on these like octopus-style tubing. Like it's like it's a metallic,
Yeah.
tubing like that Spider-Man movie,
You're firing this art
Knock
department.
off, yeah.
And they all come up like this, and there's what, a dozen of them on the Hydra?
There's a lot. Yeah.
And they
It's like all the
are circling around the guests and pulling them into the float like this,
No.
one at a time.
Don't like that. I think I'm gonna jump off
You know what I'm saying?
the bridge.
Okay, so I don't know if you knew this, but this is a boat attraction or anywhere else. And so I feel like this is review. But okay, but there's a current that's extremely strong. That goes down, and then about straight ahead is a 7-foot drop. So you're immediately whisked away into this current.
I thought they'd shut it down.
I don't know if I turned the pumps back on. I think I left the pump down at the bottom. Yeah.
Did you turn the pump
No,
back
I'm
on?
sure I turned it back on. I'm responsible. I'm put together.
That's dismantling
today.
the ride. Why would you have turned the pump back on?
It's true. Maybe they don't. I don't remember. There was a bleeding
told you to
kid.
get the
I
F
was
out.
a little distracted. I definitely left the pump off.
Yeah.
There seems to be a strong current.
Maybe you should check again.
How are you going to get out of this?
Don't break your head.
question.
Don't bump your
Oh,
head.
bump your
Above your
head.
head.
You should call security.
Is the water still pink from all the blood that was in it? So.
Well, the head wound happened on the ramp down, so I think that got washed down.
Yeah, I'm hoping to find a bank, I guess.
Okay,
Pretty deep on both.
maybe.
Boats.
Do you want to find something? Oh wait, I changed the
Yeah,
name of that move.
I'm gonna reach, grasp at straws. Are there straws to grasp at?
Dig a little deeper.
Sure.
Which it allows you to ask me some questions about, maybe the best place out, the best way
Right.
out, that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
wise
let's do
roll.
that.
Right spot with my glasses.
I dig a little deeper.
All right, great. So you can ask me one question. It could be from this list, or it could be obvious. How do I get out of this?
How do I get out of this
Without dying?
without dying myself?
What is the best way out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be it. So, as she said, the current is slower on the edges. So if you're able to push yourself over to the edge, you can climb out. But if you climb out, you're going to be directly under the bridge,
Okay.
which is currently in a cloud of mist.
Okay. So, underwater.
Uh-huh.
I'm not doing mist.
Okay.
Right
Oh,
now.
you're not?
No,
Oh.
not right now.
Aren't you being a little meta? I mean, what do you like?
I just saw Ross completely ignore the princess as she came up. It's not okay.
Whoa.
It's not okay.
No, that's serious. Okay, cool. So you're going to swim under the bridge and then come up?
I mean, I don't know if I'm a very good swimmer, so I don't know if I have much choice about that. But yes.
Okay,
let's give
I
that a
will
shot.
make you roll again.
Yes. No, please.
So now you're doing a stout roll, which is go the distance.
I was going to say, it's really hard not to sing every song.
So that's a good roll. I'm going to let you tell me what happens.
I think that eventually I find the edge, and I don't know it. I don't honestly know how far the mist goes out, so I hold my breath until it let go, and then I put my head above water.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right, so I think you had to go down the ramp into the attraction to wait that long.
Okay.
But you were expecting it, and you knew how to get off to the side and pull yourself out. The lights are still on in there because she turned on the lights earlier.
Wow.
And you can see at this point there is they have cleared away whoever they are. The props and attractions have been cleared away from this space. All the hail bales have been moved. The whole place has been cleared. And they have painted a circle in that area of red paint. It's kind of brownish red. And it's this large circle with this big diameter of space in it. And you see that there is a white suit in the middle of painting with a brush and a bucket. And it's one of those 5-gallon buckets. And he looks up and says, "Oh, looks like you're lost, fella.
Yep.
Why don't you come over here? I'll show you how to get out."
Oh.
Okay.
Step into the circle.
Brownish red paint, all the rage.
So the Hydra snatching guests.
Security.
see that?
I was gonna say security's got to be seeing all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Trisha is snatched as well and brought into the.
What a
And there's
hero.
it's this, as we described, a bubble, a dome.
Okay.
So you can see they're just like being entangled and brought in, and they're just sort of complacent about it. There's, okay.
Sucks to be there.
Ross doesn't get
Who you
complacent.
calling?
I'm just saying.
Olive.
Yeah.
all of your Princess Hydra's eating people. It's
know.
eating people. What's
I'm
going
not
on?
doing it. I'm not doing it. They said they were taking over the device for a little bit. I don't know if it has something to do with the new princess as well, but
Okay, well, where are you? We gotta hide.
I mean, I'm on the pumpkin float.
Can you fit 2 more in there?
yeah, absolutely, sure.
Come on,
It'll be cramped. It'll be. Bring a churro.
And they're like, God happy. Churro.
Yeah.
Just kidding about that. But yeah, we're gonna run into that thing.
I think you're getting dragged, but
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, grab your hands, like, come on.
They're running.
I'm
Oh, you're,
Yeah,
you're like cramming into the
Oh
pumpkin.
man. So yeah, you have to lift this. It's like a
Impersonate.
very
Not
small.
unlike this
I'm
table,
very
you
bendy.
are like,
hay covered trap door, and you sort of have to like dive in, and then
Oh, I got that, no problem.
there's not room for. There's not room
How
for.
much room is
There's a
there?
lot of. There's plenty of room. Get out of the way. Control. Just don't hit the controls,
yeah,
okay?
it's room, and it's like in the chassis, so there's lots of steel work around you, and there's the controls and the panels. But yeah, you can all kind of cram in there.
I'll kind of wedge myself up in a corner and plan to live here for the rest of my life, so they can't find me.
The fire effects begin.
Oh, it's
Is
time
that
for the fire
smoke
effect.
flammable?
Yeah. I've got to make those go. I think we're still trying to keep things moving. So yeah, the little mice that are sticking out the eyes of the giant jack-o'-lantern
The
pumpkin
pumpkin's on
disappear.
fire.
Like their eyes turn red and disappear, and then the flames start, and then they start licking and curling up higher and higher, and it's supposed to be the big climactic moment, and
You're watching it
the
on the
music
monitors.
is coming to a peak. And yeah, I'm watching on the monitor. I can't see on the Hydra monitors are weird looking right now.
It's working perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The Hydra is moving closer. And one of the free heads, which is made to look a little like cat.
Yeah.
I remember the mold process. They do a life cast. It took 2 hours.
It
But
reaches
it's
up
strong
and
in
snakes
nose.
around the unconscious body of Katie.
Yeah.
It lifts Katie up higher and begins roasting her over the open. Everybody gets a shock. Except for you, you're not there.
Yeah. I've got my own shot.
Oh gosh.
I'm suddenly
Skin
really-
is boiling
Cut
and
the flame.
bubbling.
I want to cut the flame.
Oh, it's not cutting off.
It's not cutting
No,
off.
no, it's been overridden. You have to switch and it's not.
The switch is not working. Can I?
What was that song
like,
you were singing earlier?
Some mechanical switch.
I don't want to release flammable gases into here. I mean, I can get to the tubing.
So
Sending
you want to
valve. I need the valve. I need the valve.
Do a thing.
I've changed the moves recently.
The metal,
so this is
looking
actually
thing?
version 1.5.
But
there is a.
use this metal looking thing.
Yeah, use this metal.
That's the one I was
thing.
looking for.
Yeah, I have that ability.
Yeah.
All right. 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay,
Nice.
cool. So it'll work, but there's going to be something else that happens as a result. So what are you trying to accomplish? Kill the flame.
I want to kill the flame.
And how are you going to do that?
So there's a gas mixing valve that I can get to if I climb over one of them. And yeah, I need a boost. And then so I believe I can shut off the valves, and it should cut the flame.
Okay.
If I can figure out if I get the right valves shut.
All right. So
And I can do stuff.
you've shut off the valve,
Excellent.
which is causing very high pressure in the tank.
Yeah.
And you can see the dials go. And you have a feeling this might blow soon, so you're going to have to leave. It will blow.
Let's
you
get
have
out.
to leave.
Out! Everyone out!
Out of cool kids.
It's like that scene where you're looking down on top
Yeah.
of the float, and then everybody scatters, and the float goes.
Out.
And the princess's body is like Robert De Niro in Casino when the car blows up.
She can fly.
Oh dear God, they got Charlie McCarthy.
Everybody snaps too, because you blew up the mister.
We're getting fired.
Well, but everybody else got flamed. So
Before pandemonium occurs, because now guests are awake. Let's go back down into the basement. What do you want to do? This friendly man named Chad has invited you to come with him, and he'll show you out because you're lost.
Do I see an emergency exit sign somewhere?
There is a green sign that says exit over a door.
is that on the other side of Chad?
Right on the other side of Chad.
Is
So you really don't need to be shown the way out because there's a green sign.
you know what? I appreciate it, sir. I'm pretty sure that's it, and I really am lost, and I really appreciate your help. And I'm
At
just gonna
Mouse
go
Park,
ahead
we
and-
are about customer enjoyment and satisfaction.
I don't
Allow
know
me
it-
to be your tour guide. I
knows
will
that-
show you the. Are you interrupting? I'm sorry. I was. I don't mean to be rude, but I was saying something, and then you started talking over me. But you go first. You're the guest. Wally.
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't important what you were going to say. But I want to say something. We are about the experience. And I would like to show you around so that you can see the real first-hand experience of Mouse Park.
I love this.
You're a pass holder.
This is great. Yes, let's do this.
Stand in the circle. I have to make you an honorator mountaineer. Otherwise, I can't show you behind the scene. There's a ritual we do. It's fun.
That's exciting.
I don't
Can't pass that up.
I'm not there.
I don't see anything wrong with this. This all seems yeah. That's
Oh man.
Every autumn, we like to celebrate our harvest. And the great mouse
Harvesting
gets
what?
really
Sounds
hungry
creepy.
at this time of year because the dark months are coming. And so we have to feed the great mouse so that he gets really full and he doesn't get hungry for all of the months. And we do this by slaughtering our guests in a ritual circle. You get to be the first.
in a.
And he has this dagger that he just pulls out. And he's coming in to gut you with it. He has a great smile, though.
I'm pulling out my autograph, and I'm gonna go like that. So he stamps the autograph.
Okay, great. You don't have to roll because that autograph has power. And he stabs the autograph. She gave you an autograph?
That's the last
Pass holder.
Then you are free to go. Twirls the knife. We'll find another person to satiate the mouse. Enjoy
Really?
your day.
Were you done? Thank you, sir.
Pandemonium. It's happening up top.
Can I actually like feel better about Kat? Like she actually didn't make a big fuss and was kind of cool throughout all of this.
Yeah, and you know what? They didn't. I mean, they didn't want to kill you. That's why they
I
rolled off the
actually-
clock.
That was very nice of
Well-
them. I didn't get roasted.
I kind of realized like if that was Kat, I'd actually feel kind of bad. I mean, she annoyed the
So,
fuck out of
so
me.
does your pal change a bit?
If I can change it to 0.
Yeah, okay.
From actual dislike.
From actual dislike to
just meh.
Meh.
well, no, it doesn't matter. You annoy me, but I don't want to. I mean, it's still funny what you're wearing. But
You
right
know?
now, I'm too busy screaming.
I was gonna say, I'm too busy screaming to notice.
I'm trying to stick with Olive because I know that she knows her ways around and stuff like that. And then I'm trying to pull this train with me.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm just going with him because fire body explode.
So right before we exit the float, I yell, "Hold your breath," on the hopes that that's going to help with whatever the heck's going on. And we're going to be diving from the float to the nearest like backstage hatch that is right on the side of the bridge.
Right. Well, you could dive off the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, we
Okay,
could,
we
but
could,
I don't
we've
want to
been
go in the
there.
water.
We just-
I feel like we did a great job. There's a
This is
7-foot
the
drop.
So there aren't any rails.
And the current is strong.
The current is strong.
I mean, we'll still end up in Bailey the same place.
Yeah. So you're
We're
going
gonna
down
go
to the
back
bottom, sort of
where
where you were preparing for the
Exactly,
break. Okay.
We know this though. We've been around there before. This is fine.
Yeah. So you're coming down, and Chad's there. He's holding a dagger. And he just walked in from the
It's
attraction.
normal.
Oh. Great to see you. Aren't you supposed to be in the parade? You had the day off.
I do have the day
Working.
off.
That's great.
Yep.
Could you go and try to contain the crowd that's up at the top because they're causing a lot of issues for us?
Yes. We are going to do that right now.
Sing a ditty. They'll love it.
Yeah. I left throat lozenges in my locker, and the mist is really hurting it, so I'm gonna go get that first.
That won't be possible. I really can't let you get over there because we have this big problem up top.
Okay, can I actually roll to
Yes.
see if I can get through that?
You are charming a heart
Yeah.
deciding.
Fuck.
While
Alright.
you're rolling, I lost track of what Biff was doing.
Biff is understanding that there's all sorts of pandemonium going on, so he needs to gain control.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go down and crack some heads, I think.
Great.
Seven
I wouldn't expect any loss.
When in doubt,
Okay.
crack some nuts.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, we can do this. It's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay.
Unless you like me.
Can I help?
Please help.
Yes, you can help a friend get unstuck.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
her-
+2.
Her voice is completely gone.
Yeah.
That is 7 plus 1 is an 8.
Okay. All right. Then
Oh wait, excuse me. Plus 0. 7 plus 0
Oh.
is a 7. Haha.
That's like higher math.
Yeah.
And a 7 means you get a
That they take a
Another
plus
one.
1.
another one. So
10.
so that's a full success. So I'll let you narrate. What happens?
Oh man. I think that to sell that more, just the
It's like a frog.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yes.
I know you. I mean, it's
You know, Kat, I actually think that I've got some throat lozenges down in the pump room because it gets a little bit like cold and chilly and wet down there when I'm working on the pumps. So if you want to come downstairs with me, there's a I could probably get you on even a little bit faster so that we can get back up and help take care of things.
and like cat looks like crap.
Okay, that's swell. I love your outfit. And Chad continues up. You are going to all run into him
Yeah.
as you are going down into the.
Yeah, we're going down. You're coming out.
Oh, as
Okay.
soon as I saw Chad, got
Wally.
glimpse of the white suit, I like hid behind all the.
Oh my god.
Just standing behind the rest.
Oh my god.
I think you're so acrobatic that he wouldn't even know to look for you.
That's amazing.
So how long have you guys been sacrificing people?
What?
Another toothpick.
Pull out one of the 2 cigarettes.
You're not so smart back here.
Trying to stop.
Have we what?
I ran into someone named Chad. He had a white suit and a dagger. Does that ring any bells?
Well, the daggers.
He
do.
certainly wanted to ring my bell. Look at my autograph. I got this morning. Have you met Katie? She's delightful.
I believe that is a past tense.
Yeah, I was trying.
What?
So,
She
Cinderella.
was delightful.
Cinderella's pumpkin exploded.
What?
And it's yeah, the glass.
What did you
glass
do?
Slippers are shattered everywhere, and yeah, she's excellent. And hopefully
She
the fairy
was
godmother will come along and fix everything very soon for all of us. We're gonna just head downstairs now.
And you're all gonna breeze over the fact that a man named Chad tried to murder me. That's fine.
No, really,
That's fine.
You know, she just saved all of our lives, and we just met you. And Chad, I just met you.
Well, I don't know where I'm going, so I'm following you.
God,
I
we know
tried to
him.
save Katie.
To be fair, we know him.
Thank
I know
yeah,
him. I
he's
guess
super
you know him
fan.
too.
As is, we
Yeah.
know him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You're super fan.
Did something happen, or why are you in the milkmaid dress?
Oh, it's her new role. But seriously, we gotta go.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kat.
So what are we all gonna do now?
Where are cameras where we can see? Like,
Oh,
is
she would
there
know.
Yeah,
way to get
come on, this way.
out?
This way. Let's go see if we can see what's going on from somewhere where we're not breathing sparkly mist.
All right, so you get over to the cameras, and this is what you see Biff doing. What is Biff doing?
Biff is trying to ascertain
Mass
what's
confusion.
going on. Mass confusion.
iPhones. Recording.
Lots of recording. Yes.
Screaming, blood, carnage, fire,
Get
debris,
everyone out of here.
smoke.
Yep. This is all about like Protocol 77 or whatever it is, and making certain that everybody gets out safely. If we have to beat some heads, we'll beat some heads. But
Arnie sacrificing things.
no, see, there's beating and then there's sacrificing. It's totally different.
Do you have like a bullhorn?
No, but we have mouse batons.
I assume there's
So,
a PA system or something.
Sure.
Get
Yeah,
on
but
the PA system.
that's a good point. Okay. Everybody, this is head of security. Please run with your lives at stake to the closest exit.
You're good at this. That was great.
I'm not allowed to yell this.
That's gonna take
fire.
a minute.
Very happy about
Fire.
There's a fire.
So, so
Yes,
you're intentionally
and-
causing
and
more
fire.
mayhem.
Yeah. Fire department, tend to the fire next to the bridge.
There's a carbon condition.
Yeah, you gotta
So,
watch out for your carbon footprint.
if you want to roll in order to make the situation worse, you can.
Don't know how that's possible.
I'm like, it's possible. Yeah.
This is, I think, Charma Heart is deciding to follow protocol. This is sweet, unless you want to do it with Wicked. You're intimidating people to get out.
Nice.
Which-
I'm a -1 on sweet, so I'm happy to use Wicked.
Yeah. Okay. So that was done intimidatingly.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Which
so,
I guess computes based on what you said.
That's who I am. And 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Full success.
Hopefully,
All
it
right.
What happens?
Will feed the mouse.
You're right.
You decide what happens. You gotta say.
Yeah, when the bodies hit the floor. When the bodies hit the floor.
Whoa.
Feeding into the experience that everybody is trampling and making certain that they get out as quickly as possible. You know, plus or minus 20%.
It's the 80-20 rule. Crowd,
What's it?
80-20 rule of crowd management.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that the area clears because I'm realizing that this is not normal behavior of the parade and the floats
You
and
think?
whatnot. So while hoping the immediate area gets cleared out, I also get on the walkie trying to get a hold of Olive and crew and try to inquire what's going on with the floats, yo?
Are we in the room with him?
No, he's out managing the crowd.
Yes, there you go. Managing. Swinging about. He's with them.
There is a mob,
Is there
a
one?
trampling mob,
Maybe.
trying to leave and scatter Mouse Park. Thousands of people in panic.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Gets them out quickly.
Something went wrong with the pumpkin float. We're downstairs trying to see what's going on.
I've never seen this before, Biff. This is really kind of incredible.
He's looking around. This is awesome. I knew it was.
Is it,
Yeah.
so what's around?
Welcome
Like, is
to
there
this
stuff around? Is there like a
special annual
handbook or
pass holder
something that
tour.
I,
Sure.
that I can?
This is one of the control rooms that engineering uses.
There's 100%. There's like a
So-
whole rack of
Yeah.
the different colored control books. You know, they're all binders that are like, you know,
I'm gonna look through them.
oh man,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's some good reading there.
Well, I have a question. I sent you a suggestion, so if you'd like to
Yeah,
know my
I'm
thought.
specifically looking for some kind of an employee handbook. That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely
I'm
one.
hoping
Yeah.
for like a handy-dandy guide to satanic ritual. on the
Correct.
back
Yeah.
of
No.
it.
Oh,
Well, it's on page 777 or whatever it is.
Oh, the Harvest Ritual Protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dig a little deeper.
And we never read those.
Look,
Yeah.
employee training was like ages ago.
That is not in my job description.
Well.
Okay, yeah. So the whole thing is laid out as like they have got to sacrifice the queen on the Harvest Festival.
Have you guys ever read your own handbook?
And,
My God.
and if they don't, the Great Mouse will rise and destroy the park. But it just requires one sacrifice, and they usually create some sort of spectacle to hide what's going on. And you know, should something be found out by a guest, they are to be sent to the red room for processing.
Does that mean Cobra Commander is in on this?
Oh well, you can skip over the processing section since you roll so high.
Yes, absolutely. Let's, hold on,
In the
hold
red
on.
room, they use the films of the films that they have developed over the years with all of the messaging in order to recondition the mind to believe what they want them to believe. It takes about 45 minutes.
I found that to be true too. Yeah, this
Too
is
real.
Yeah, guys. WTF?
It's been a chapter in the handbook the whole time. I love this.
Nobody reads the handbook.
They don't cover it in princess training?
It's between like time off requests and
It's
yeah.
between PTO
Yeah.
and like
And the 401k.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody reads it.
So, wait, if they kill one person, then the mouse doesn't destroy the park.
they did kill one person. We saw
So
it
is she-
happen.
yeah,
No.
what
Yeah, but
happened to her?
And not in the
No,
circle.
the word guest
She's gone.
is here.
It does also say that if everyone
This is really weird. I mean,
I mean, she's
she's dead.
she's
So
dead, but
where's-
she was not a
wait,
cast member.
Where's Chad?
wait, Superfan, you're a guest.
She
Yeah.
was not a cast
And
She's
look
not a
at-
cast member. I
Oh, it
suspect
fucking
she
has to be a
qualified.
cast
I don't know.
member?
I did.
Oh no, she was.
Yeah, I
She was a
tried to
guest.
save her.
She
I
was a guest.
tried.
They did kill a guest because she wasn't actually a cast member. She's
I
not a
got-
cast
I
member.
Well, a
actually
guest
did get
is
her
somebody
autograph,
who is like a paying customer who like goes and.
Are you
like,
really
will do
trying to
things.
wiggle out of us getting out of this alive?
So the key
Well,
questions in my
it's-
mind are: Do we believe that we need to feed the great mouse? And then, do we believe that the mouse has already been successfully fed?
I think we need to leave the park because
I
if the
mean-
great mouse shows up and destroys the park, we're not there, and then we don't have to murder somebody. But Superfan, I got my eye on you.
Yeah, I know you do, Gus.
And almost
I
on
know
cue,
you
the
do.
door opens.
It's Chad.
I would have put my
Hey,
very
guys.
one wrench.
I have a.
Say, I think we need to all go to the red room to initiate our protocol. It won't take more than, what, 45 minutes?
45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
let's just go real quick, and you can all go home early. That's swell.
Hey, we read the handbook. So
Of course, we read the handbook. We work here.
So processing takes 45 minutes.
yeah,
We're just gonna watch some films.
Yeah, and then you can just go home early.
You really want to do that, don't you?
no, are you kidding me? You just said it.
I had a thought.
He had
and
a
it
dagger.
died.
There's no shit.
I don't think I made myself clear. I would. You have to do this.
We've never been to the red room before. Could you show us how to get there?
That's swell. This way, and he starts
Walk
walking out.
ahead of us.
Are we gonna...
You get called. Hey, Chad here. We need to process some people. Can you come and meet me at the red room?
Waterboarding? Got it. Red room.
Jesus.
Yep, get my waterboard.
I got my portable spot welder here.
Wow.
So, I can't tell you this out of game because we're right. Chad, hi. So I'm gonna like poke Gus as Chad is walking in front of us.
About face.
About, like, about face.
Like,
Wait, does he have an obvious firearm on him?
No.
Awesome. It sounds like ritual
he
knives. What
had
they're
a
going.
dagger though, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, but he can throw a dagger, but like also it's a short range weapon, and we're going the other way.
Fair.
So you're gonna be bold and daring.
Yep.
It was your idea. You have to roll.
I know.
Follow the wind. Hey, let's all follow the leader.
Oh, I hate this. Okay. Nope, that was a 5.
Hey.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Nope, that was 5.
So you turn about face, you're kind of sneaking off, and Chad's standing in front of you.
Jesus Christ!
It's no longer in front of you. It's like gone.
I don't like this.
Oh, we don't like naughty tricksters.
Jesus Christ.
We're better than this. We're mousineers.
I'm on my period.
The power.
She drops the A-bomb.
Now, here's the question. Is Chad a cis white dude? I have to think about this.
I was gonna say, did you just like toss the red card?
Yeah, that was she did.
Like what?
That happened.
So, I'm not sorry, that was... we get
Don't be
so,
sorry, that was a good call.
we get so few advantages.
Yeah, red flag, red flag.
Is this barrier teeth and ambitions? Or is it charm of heart into deciding?
I'm gonna go with Charm of Heart because
Okay,
I have
sweet.
+2
Yeah,
to
all right.
sweet.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna be really sad if this rolls poorly. Oh shit, okay, 8 + 2, 10.
10. Okay, you tell me what happens.
Sorry. I feel like you aren't supposed to say that word in the park unless you're talking about the end of a sentence.
Right.
And you're really not supposed to say that to your boss.
Right.
So I think there's definitely like a Chad does not compute moment. Followed by like, we don't discuss this. Followed by like, also legally not allowed to keep someone from doing that. So.
Going through the legal checklist.
Yeah, like can't technically discrimination. Like.
Ritual okay, not that.
Yeah, killing
Ritual
people,
sacrifice,
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Cannot keep a woman from dealing with her lady times.
Well, okay. Since you're all part of the family, and you too now, Wally, we'll let this one go. But I hope to have you at summer solstice.
Jesus Christ.
That's when we really get to have some fun. I'll send you the schematics.
Excellent. I look forward to that.
Hey, Viv, we're not going to do the reconditioning, although I think you're going to have to take care of some of those guests that weren't misted.
Weren't misted.
There's
coming
about
in?
322, exactly 322 of them. They're lined up in the back.
Lined up in the back, all queued up, ready to go.
That's swell. Thanks for
Right
being
on.
a good pal.
We'll see what we can do about it. Does this mean overtime?
Oh, yes.
You're asking a lot
Copy
of
that.
questions.
Okay, so you have been saved from this particular day at Mouse Park, and free to come back tomorrow and continue your work.
Absolutely.
Thanks for showing those sections of those manual to
Oh,
us.
actually, yeah. Hold on. Summer solstice.
Like the pan out mode.
For some reason, it's not a blackout day.
All right.
Oh, man.
That is Happiest Apocalypse.
Yay!
Went about like it normally does.
We didn't die.
I just wanted to say something because as soon as Chad came back in the room, I Spider-Man'd up into the wedge of a wall, like a rock wall, and he. So I was observing all this from this angle.
Like Chad didn't know you were there the entire
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
No idea.
I was really, really hoping that someone would like stab him, but like.
I was thinking about it, but then, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'd already dodged that bullet once.
I was gonna say, I don't think that this is the international sign language for stab.
Yeah.
I know, but like, also none of us had the ability to do so, and also like.
Someone's
I'm
got a
not
spanner,
brave.
and those things hurt.
I was gonna say you could have said it. I was like, Gus, we can go. You do what you wanted to do.
Well, I'm not gonna bail on my buddy.
And if you would like to visit Florida, they have a wonderful CVB. You can look at their tourism and travel information.
Hashtag fan.
Did you ever go on the Alien Encounters ride when I was there in Florida?
Oh no, I didn't.
I managed to do that when I was in high school. I was there for like a choir
It was
concert.
like experiential and things coming out.
It was insane. We had no idea what we were in for. It was awesome. But yeah, they strap you in the chair, and then there's alien things, and then there's like blood dripping on you from when a guy gets crunched above you. It is a nightmare. Yeah.
Nope.
So that's an Epcot Center.
No, that was in Disney World. And then it was there for like 2 years, and they went, or maybe like a year, and they're like, people keep bringing their kids on this ride, and we tell them over and over again, this is not for kids, and they do it anyway, and then they get all mad.
Yeah, this is a fun.
Disney of old.
But yeah, we had no idea what we were in for. It's it's like gonna be a show because we have these stadium seatings.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then locks.
Right, and
What
doesn't the alien get away?
Yeah, the alien gets away,
Yeah.
and like somebody's looking for it, so there's cameras and stuff, and so yeah, it's
That
kind of
sounds awesome.
a happy apocalypse that you're all like, and then at the end, of course, there's like an alien thing, like group showing their transporter technology. So they do a mistransport and then this horrible thing. And it was pretty fun.
Well, if this was a campaign, we would have multiple attractions, multiple parts of the
Yeah, I
park,
saw that
and you
there
sort
was,
of
like,
do
all
it
this talk.
Yeah.
monster of the week, episodic. A good way to introduce the campaign is you all kind of go through something like this, so neither you're part of the problem, you know, and so you spend your time mitigating what the white suits are doing. That's sort of like the default setting, but you can go all kinds of directions with this. Like I'm working on Happiest Apocalypse at the Renaissance Fair, you know. Should be a whole other thing.
Oh, I wanna
tell.
play
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Happiest Apocalypse at Studio Park, you know.
There'd be a lot of like stuff going on. It's like,
I mean, accurate though.
You gotta shrug.
Yeah, like that's not my problem. I'm entertainment.
Yeah.
I like so as a full campaign, it's more of like we are happy employees of the park, and we're trying to keep people alive and also do what happens.
It
usually,
depends
or?
on the group.
Okay.
Most of the time it's usually run as the employees are trying to mitigate all the things the park is doing.
Okay.
That might be white suits. The game is written so it has multiple types of danger. The danger this time was management.
Yeah.
But it might be something else. Could be anything. One of the dangers is the park. The park just does things.
Oh, cool.
So it just depends. But every week you're up with something different.
Yeah, I kind of want this game now, just because that's.
I love it.
I love it.
Super,
I like that it's narrow enough. PBTAs I feel like kind of need to be a little narrow. So I like that it's narrow enough to be like, it is a park. That's your world. Have fun.
Also, the art of the book is awesome.
It was Eddie nominated. Robbie Bear.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
What's the longest campaign you run?
6 sessions.
Okay.
It could go indefinitely. I mean, really, if you just play it episodic. You're actually playing version 1.5 because the 1.0 has way too many moves. I really didn't like my design, which is funny because I published it, but
Art is never finished.
But I am going to put out another version with more streamlined moves, which is what we were planning to do. This is technically a playtest.
It was good to pick
great.
up and go. Like,
Yeah.
you did a good job.
Thank you.
This was great.
Yes.
Thank you. Very
Also,
good.
very convincing Chad, like management
Yeah.
voice.
Creepy, excellent.
Lots
Like-
of research, right?
Boy, you're asking a lot of questions.
Man. Yeah.
No, we're good. Also, thanks for being a pal. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Thanks for being a pal. That's swell. Okay, well, I don't know how to turn off the stream, so
I
we're
was
just
gonna
gonna
say-
just look at the camera.
Yeah.
I really wanted to paint with the
No.
colors of the wind.
No, that is.
I was really trying to find metaphors.
Yeah.
It's too early in the morning though. I couldn't come up with anything good.
I was gonna say some of the moves are a little. I was like, I don't know how to do that thing. But otherwise, it's good. It's good. This is what I want. Sorry, I'm messaging Stu.
I'd like to
Oh, yeah,
somebody
Stu.
message somebody.
Stu.
Kimmy, go.
That was
Slick. I can just start pushing buttons.
That is a quick way to get in lots of trouble. I like that Tabby just joined.
What?
It just pops up. It's like Tabby just joined.
Oh yeah, I finally went through. Yes.
Did we end early?
I think we did. Oh, we're like an hour early. I think.
Oh, actually, I usually run 3-hour games.
Yeah, no, it's a good. I mean, then I usually kill the rest of the time doing afters because this is fun. But
the animatronics didn't get to use.
yeah, I was gonna say
We didn't do the maze.
we didn't do the maze.
Oh, in the maze, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were too busy like running and screaming.
Yeah.
We could run and scream into the maze.
I actually sort of expected us to head to the maze, but like you had the brain and was like, let's not die.
I've seen The Shining. No, thank you.
The people who would come up with the Hydra thing and be like, excellent mouse park attraction here.
Somebody did that with Return to Oz. Somebody, this is a great kids movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No,
that
no.
was. Yeah, Return to Oz messed me up.
There was a parade with
Yeah.
the Wheelers and stuff back in the day.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, it was. Somebody thought those were great for like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, the messed up, like the never-ending story traumatized me as a child.
Oh, Artax?
Yeah.
I was
And
too
I saw
young
that there
for
was a
it.
cosplay at DragonCon of somebody playing Atreyu with just the horse head, and she was just like, she was just sitting on the floor with the horse head. And I was like, oh my god, too soon.
Still too soon. I didn't see that till like college.
I didn't see it until I was well into adulthood, and I was
Yeah.
like, what's the big deal?
And so like watching it, I was like, this is fine.
I know, I'm like, we weren't scarred by it because we'd already seen some shit.
They looked like big, strong heads.
Okay, that was actually.
That's what I always say when I'm going climbing and I fall.
It's actually kind of sad. But no, it's like Return to Oz is a problem.
It's awesome. It's one of my favorite movies. I love it.
You ever want to know what turns you into the kind of person who is on a live stream of this game? It's Return to Oz. And keep Thompson art. That's just me though. You guys, come here. was gonna say, I'm sure you
Is
said
it a group chat or just direct?
Yeah.
No, it's the group chat.
This is great viewing.
I know.
What do you
I'm
wanna
so
talk
sorry.
I'm still in my head trying to figure out how the Hydra could be an appealing feature in a parade. Like trying
heads.
to justify it.
Heads.
Yeah, well, it's,
Yeah.
you get to see
Heads.
the princesses like
The
more
beheaded, the
lives.
beheaded princesses in Steam. It's
Talking
creepy.
to you.
Yeah, it's in Steam,
Yeah.
and it's like maybe it's like a cheerful summoning sort of situation. You have like the misty crystal ball, and it's like, oh, let's call
We've all
for this
wrapped.
princess.
Yeah, we're done. We're just
We're
done.
done.
We're like,
Yeah,
Say
we just
goodbye.
finished.
oh,
Wow.
shoot.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us
Thank you
and
for
Happy
joining
Jacks. And I don't know how to end it. Oh wait, Jesus Christ, hold on.
I think it better not be copyrighted.
Yeah.
No,
I am
hold on,
contractually obligated
No crunchy foods,
to
wait.
inform you.
What?
Actually, a script.
What?
There was a discussion, and give me like 2 seconds.
Oh.
Ha!
One.
Ah,
That's the end of today's session.
very natural. Nice.
Where are we supposed to join them?
We hope you enjoyed it. You can join us live later today. What are we doing later today?
Later today, we're doing Bedlam Hall.
Oh, Dave
And
Kazan.
For
then tomorrow,
Bedlam Hall.
we're playing Decima, and then also the alien version of Tales from the Loop.
Tales from LV.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
know.
it's in aliens
But yes,
and you're the kids.
later
running from
today,
the
Bedlam
aliens.
Hall. Tomorrow, Decima and Tales from the Loop. And you can
And the podcast tonight.
and the podcast tonight. Jesus, do you want to do it?
No.
8 o'clock.
HappyJacks.org.
And you can follow us and for more at happyjacks.org/live.
And on me.
And it says slash your game.
Yes. It's your game.
Slash your
Going
game.
so well.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Goodbye.
I'm a professional. Bye.